How long was I gone? Hold on. I think I accidentally pressed about 30 seconds. What was the last thing I did? Bang the mic? Okay. Good. Sorry about that. Unfortunate side effect of having hotkeys. If you accidentally bump your mic while you're sitting down and adjusting... Yeah. I was actually gonna re-deliver that line. 'Cause, hoo boy. So I'll demonstrate to the board that we actually have interested and ambitious students to fuel the program. That's what I want to re-deliver, because I did not read that line, or even something resembling it. Long story short, I need to adjust my keys after this, because that's more bumpable than I'd like. It'll not work if you're the only participant. This also means I have to move my mic closer, so I'm sorry if you get a kind of ASMR thing. Oh. Like a bucket of water thrown on a freshly lit match. Mr. Underwood senses my mood swing. You can ask Samir. He seems to catch himself and continues after in an awkward lapse. ASMR Roxy stream when? Buy me an ASMR mic. I have a donation link. He seems to catch himself and continues after an awkward lapse. Your classmates for help. It'll actually be great exercise for you in preparing you for your role as delegator. With what money, Roxy? Good question. 'Cause I want to know where I get my money. We have intelligent and creative students here, and I am sure you will find a handful willing to approach their school. Yeah, I can do that. By Friday, then? Yeah, Yes. All of you meet me here, and I'll give everyone an update and initial push. The bell rings. Mr. Underwood gestures to the door. You better head to the next period. I would hate to consume more of your time than I should. If you have questions, feel free to reach out by phone or email. Fluently, Mr. Underwood places his business card in my hand as I stand. It's a neat design. The card lists his office phone number, cell phone number, and email address. It's strange to give your cell phone number to a student? Or is it strange to give your cell phone number to a student? He seems devoted. I nod and reluctantly smile. Thanks a lot, Mr. Underwood. Thank you. He waves as I open the door and move back into the hall. Collecting my belongings from the last period was easy, since I hadn't brought any. Some students' books are still on order and haven't arrived. Most inherited old books. I linger at my open locker in the hallway, Mr. Underwood's card in one hand and my phone in the other. Turner Underwood, assistant principal. I add him to my contacts. What was I about to ask him? Should I record... Hi, Mr. Underwood. It's Lane. Do you think I should record my time worked in a certain way? Good question. I will leave timekeeping to you. Keep a central written or electronic record for everyone. I slip Mr. Underwood's business card in my worn wallet. With a metal clack, I close my empty locker. The sound echoes. The students who were shuffling around me have already entered their next classes. I haven't memorized my schedule yet, so I ease my crumpled note from my pocket. After a confirming glance, I crinkle it back in place and walk. Ooh. At least I know a couple people I can ask for Mr. Underwood's project. During lunch or this afternoon may be a good time to ask around. In the meantime, I'll plan, since we don't have many details worked out. Otherwise, I doubt I'll persuade anyone. 2 students, myself included, would be guaranteed at least. I'll need 3 more. Let me check something. Oh, that's fun. Students are standing in irregular circles outside my destination. Groups migrate past me while I approach two students in conversation. Why not? He is strict and lives right next to me. It doesn't matter how hard-assed he is or where we hand off. Jeez, just help me out like before. I don't know. Hey! Evan spots me with a sidelong step, widens the circle of two. Why is everyone out here? Forget it, man. Either ignoring or reacting my interruption, she moves against the flow of the other students. I notice the classroom they had been negotiating near is empty. I think art's cancelled today. Why? I begin moving with the flow of the crowd and everyone follows beside me. I don't know, she didn't come in and Coach Jean just told us to head to the gym. You mean Miss Webb? Yeah, Roz said she was really upset this morning? His eyes look past me and catching on a passing classroom door. Instinctively, I follow a starting glance and see nothing but a closed door. He continued doing this with each room we passed, so I decide to ignore it. She looked it. She was trying to find a new assistant principal, but I don't know why. It's weird. What is? I don't know. It's so different this year. Oh, did you... I stumble hard and grip the handrail, but the loose railing provides no support. Oh, I've been there! I release it with a jerk and catch myself on the wall instead, palms open. Beyond the inner railing, a narrow gap separates the flights. The height from the second floor creates a more potent wake-up call than the smell of Mr. Underwood's coffee. Crap, that'll really hurt. Crap, that'll really hurt someone before it's fixed. I right myself and we continue downstairs. Did you ask about a work-study position? Mr. Underwood said he'd like me to start a group, like a paid club that helps the school. See, that's weird too. You know about the layoffs, right? And with way less elective classes. Principal Decker must be desperate, that's all. Mr. Underwood mentioned the students' budget was cut. That's more weird, not less. How can they pay you? There's less staff, but not less work. They have to pay someone to do it, and we're cheap. You know what this music reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of a more upbeat Dreaming Mary. I don't know. We? Yep. I face Evan outside the gym entrance with pep in my step. The burst of energy exhausts him. It's minimum wage. You'll need to put in around 5 hours a week. I've got a lower limit of 10 since I'm organizing it. Evan scowls at the floor. As I expected, I'm smiling. I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and you can't. We lock eyes. Can I at least think about it? When did you drama club this year? Of course. Take your time and I'll text you the details tonight. Conveniently after I figure them out. Besides, there might not be a drama club unless someone helps out around here. You said a group? How many people? 3 more to get us going. Want me to ask Holly? It's probably not her thing. Doesn't hurt to ask. Let's go in now. I think we're late. For what? Everyone's either sitting around or playing ball. Our art class had around 20 members, and there must be well over 4 classes in here. They might as well have canceled school today. I almost don't hear Evan over the chatter. Roz might have had the right idea this time. I borrow an abandoned basketball and join the idle shooting on a corner of the court. Evan follows along the sideline. So, what were you two talking about? Nothing really. I mentioned Mr. Underwood moved into our apartment building. My shot bounces off another student's just above the rim, so I lift the ball rolling near. How'd you find out? He asked me to move a couple boxes. Lives alone, I think, but he seems nice. Sorry I didn't text you back. On my next throw, the ball moves through the net with a swish. It's fine. Some good sunset shots out there. Did you talk to the librarian? She said they found someone. In the gas station? Nothing there at the grocery. Timing's off and they had enough hands. You know I can do your homework sometimes, or cover you for... My next throw misses with a thud from the backboard. It's fine. I'm going to have this student group. If I do well, it's sure to be steady. Right. So what'll you do? Make Mr. Underwood's coffee. I make a mean mocha. I'm serious. So am I. My shot once again intercepts another student's just above the rim. A tall girl approaches us with a relaxed greeting. Hi. Well, she looks like someone's avatar that I know. She addressed Evan, but I responded anyway. What's up? It is better to take turns. I'm briefly confused and glance at Evan. Her message clicks after he nods to the basketball goal. Oh, sorry. She nods slowly and turns. Evan stops her by speaking up, which catches me off. Fuck! She nods slowly and turns. Evan stops her by speaking up, which catches me more off guard than her. Nah, wait. This is Lane. He's a senior too, and at this point I suspect a pattern. Did he become popular with girls? Nat's listening patiently as Evan trails off. The answer is no. Better help him. We're offering a few students a paid position at the school. I just started this group to help the school administration since they're short-staffed. About 5 hours a week or so. It's a club that looks really good on your resume when you graduate. You'd be organizing events and managing the library or the computer lab. I have no interest. As she walks away, she catches a stray basketball. She's attractive. I send a smile to Evan. Your pitch needs work. Worked on you, didn't it? Aren't you worried? I'll manage. We got until Friday to get more members. Thanks for the wingman, though. You got it. How do you know her, anyway? Through Holly. She knows everyone. She knows everyone. Pulling her in basically means we're set. Like I said, let's say you're right. Who else? Since I no longer feel confident in my multitasking to avoid disturbing that, I lead us to the bleachers. What you said earlier. They need people to manage the library? I sit with my back to the wall. Why can't you just do that? Yeah, it makes sense. Mr. Underwood didn't make it sound like a soul student was an option, though. It's that they don't want to go through the setup for a single person. How much would it even be? Enough that it's not worth it without a substantial program. I don't like it, but you should ask Alice for help. I smile and take census of the students here. You're full of solutions today. Today, huh? I approach a brooding guy and interrupt his reclined position. Hey, Kane! No, wait, don't! Evan flinches and reaches out. Kane sits up as I approach and greets me with a look of recognition. Yeah, that looks like a cane. Sup? What's going on with Alice? What? Oh, whoop. Might as well save, but I accidentally bumped the keyboard. What? A sudden glare, not the response I anticipated. Your girlfriend? Why isn't she with you? He steps level with me, then glances at Coach Jean. The fuck? God damn it, I should stop talking with my hands, because that's what happens. Anyways, the coach is playing on his phone on the court bench. Kane stands taller and is much more physically imposing compared to the other students. And to me. What the fuck are you trying to say, you little shit? What? Nothing. You just what? Want to be funny? Get a rise out of me? My collar tightens as he grips my My collar tightens as he grips the chest of my shirt so forcefully I wonder if it'll tear. No, what are you... Proxies for white flags, my hands raised defensively. He shoves me into the stairs, the corner digging into my spine. Sharp pain. I wince and writhe. Play stupid fucking games, win stupid fucking prizes. He storms from the stands and into the halls. Evan helps me upright. You okay? Probably. They broke up over the break. It was really public. Really? I mean, even I knew. I noticed Nat looking at me from the court. She resumes playing. I'll have you know I have 300 confirmed kills. Yeah, that's the energy he gives. Oh boy, he does look like a cane, though. Well, I'd say that hurt my pride if my back didn't hurt so much. Jeez. She dumped him, apparently, and told everyone he was a womanizing pig, a failure, a poisonous fool. Specific. She posted it online. I've been too busy working to be plugged in. I know. It only seemed to hurt worse when I massaged the areas, so I stopped attempting. I'll catch Alice over lunch. Think she'll join? I don't know. Probably. Crazy asshole. I spend time recovering in Evan's company until our next class. As my sounding board, Evan helps think of more of the group's jobs. We at least become more familiar with the idea. The din in the cafeteria discomforts me. Energetic freshmen socialize with a few outgoing upperclassmen. I don't see Evan, but scan carefully for my target. Despite the noise, there are fewer students than last year's usual. I might be wrong about that, since Mr. Underwood said there were more students overall. The room disperses the aroma of the kitchen. Chicken strip day, reliable as ever. I don't find who I'm looking for, but I found a familiar face. Short girl stands alone at the end of a table. She's staring at her food, expressionless, as if separated by miles. Okay, I was almost taken out by the headband, or by the ears, but then I'm like, oh, headband. She's just the weeb. Let's be real, we all knew the motherfucker who wore cat ears or some equivalent to class. I knew one person who wore a fucking tail. Like, this isn't out of the ordinary for me. I decide I'll put an end to that and sit across from her. It's funny to see so many empty seats around you. She flinches, dropping her plastic fork. Oh, hey there! Holly is radiant, beaming at me. I knew one person who wore a tail and did the Naruto run. Ooh. Oh no. You're right. Where is everyone? She steals my fork. I was gonna ask you that, honestly. Well, this presents an opportunity. For? Catching up. I haven't seen you since forever. You got huge! You just shrank. With a grin, I begin enjoying my finger food. My vast cuteness has simply reached maximum density. You're dense, huh? With a fork flourish that's a little too close to my face, she retorts without hesitation. They also wore the headband? Yeah, okay. See what I mean? This motherfucker exists. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. I didn't say I didn't like it. She giggles and clears her throat. Good. Now then, dear wanderer, why hast thou approached my spring after so many years? Weeks, you mean. The break isn't that long. Every day without sufficient worship is another scar upon my soul, an affront to my divinity. Awfully needy for a goddess. Library kept me occupied. Working, of course. Boring as usual. Responsible has a better ring to it. What are you doing then, oh great one? She hesitates. Just preparing for the harvest. I think she changed her number over the break. I can read the mood and don't pry further. Well, I hope my current tribute will make up for my heresy. It's a start. Her little fingers trace the edge of the tray. Her untouched food must be cold by now. Things will pick up next week. Speaking of work, though. Oh. Her positive expression dissipates. I'm starting a student union and we could use a mascot. Interested? She scoffs with a regained smile. That's a new one. Granddaddy didn't mention it, so it must be a brand new scheme. Mr. Underwood's brainchild. Cheap labor, resume building. Through valiant effort, I avoid talking with my mouth full. Figures. Granddaddy said Principal Decker was desperate for new ideas. Are you in? You can just sign up on paper, contribute, or hang out as you feel like. I'm not sure about the level of commitment expected, but I don't correct myself. She pauses for a few seconds before shaking her head. No. It would probably be stressful. Come on, I'll pick up your slack. You won't have to if I'm not joining. She's gripping her tray, the tendons in her hand visible. Okay. I'll just let you know how it goes. Are you gonna eat all that? Oh, no. Go ahead and tax me. Thanks. She grips my wrist as I reach for her food. But know this. The blood debt will be paid. I'll owe you one, Kay. Kay, I shall hold you Kay, I shall hold you intimately to that promise, Wanderer. You missed a thou. Ever gonna get tired of being so... silly? It's not silly, it's fun! Don't people make fun of you? At this age, I almost add. My supreme adorability grants safe passage. I can make fun of you if you're feeling left out. Her expression becomes difficult to read, but only for a moment. I'm not. Hey, mind if I sit with you? Evan stands beside the table awaiting permission to intrude. Just as I'm about to tell him it's fine, Holly beats me to it. Another one joins the flock. Please kneel, traveler. I'll just sit. What took ya? Calculus is no joke this year. His exasperation is palpable. With a few extra newtons, he plops down. Really? Did you find your limit? Evan rolls his eyes as a thin girl slides into place beside Holly. Her hairstyle changed over break, so it takes a second for me to recognize her. She looks at me with a grin, which helps jog my memory pretty quick. Welcome to the foul feast. Holly bounces with enthusiasm and bumps shoulders with Alice. Thank you. Thank you. You like Mr. Underwood's class? I respect the man. He's a good instructor. Speaking of, I'd like to talk to you. Oh? I glance at Evan, whose expression tells me the plan's off. Mr. Underwood told me about the student union. I'll be joining, of course. Great! As the president, naturally. My smile fades. I've been wanting an opportunity like this for a while, to really start making some changes around here. It took someone new at the administration to incite the shake-up, but I suppose that's how it goes. I'm glad you're into it, but Mr. Underwood already agreed the valedictorian leading the charge makes for a compelling sell to the school board. Sensing conflict, Holly shrinks. Evan eats his meal. Give me a second. I'm just gonna take a swig of my water. I'm the best suited for seeing this through. I lean forward on my empty tray. Did he mention how many hours I'd get? He said I'd need to give at least 10 hours weekly to manage the group, but we're not sure how utilized members will be. You can always work less, I'll make sure to have someone cover for you. I stand from the table, tray in one hand, my other shoving into my pocket. Excuse me. Moving away promptly, I slap the food tray into the recycled stack and step into the hall. I yank my phone to my ear and listen to the dial-out noise. And eventually Mr. Underwood's voicemail message. My phone vibrates. Can't talk now. What do you need? Alice wants to be present. Where does that leave me? If Alice would like to try for the spot, oh, goddamn. Okay. If Alice would like to try for the spot, the fair approach would be democratic. The founding members will vote for the president Friday. If? I tucked my phone away and returned to the cafeteria. Holly excused herself from our table. I wonder if it's because she was done. Well, I think so. I know so. With that, I can pull a group together in no time. Alice, did you even talk to Mr. Underwood? My confrontation is met with a smirk. What did he say? The president's position will be put on vote on Friday. That is quite fair. I can't argue with that, I suppose. Frustrated, I sit. It is, and you're outnumbered. It won't do for you to intimidate others. We both look at Evan, who won't look either of us straight on. I'm with Lane. Sorry. Of course he's consistent. Fine. I'll soon have followers of my own. Okay, I saw that meme because I opened my phone because I saw another notification that I have to clear. That's the best. With an enthused tap of the table, she stands. Well then, gentlemen, I do look forward to establishing bipartisan solutions after my swearing-in ceremony. Oh, you bastard! You humble, arrogant bastard! Your route's gonna be fascinating. Evan and I look at each other in silence. Alice acts uncharacteristically shy about us judging her. For now, I hope to have a spirited competition. I'll bid you both adieu. Ooh. God damn it. After she leaves, I turn to Evan. Give me a second, just... microphone a little closer. What were you talking about while I was gone? She was brainstorming ways to recruit people quickly. And the short version is to make false promises, get lots of students to join on that basis, have the group established, then let things settle however they settle. Seriously? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Mr. Underwood would lose respect for me if he found out. He might even fire me. So think about it. Has he ever given specific instructions? A few. So it's reasonable, expected even, that a student acting on his own wouldn't get all the details straight, you see? I'm not incompetent. Doesn't matter. He's taking a risk by letting you figure things out alone. He wouldn't be able to justify firing you. After it's already set up anyway, and... Stop, I'm not doing that. But you need the money. If Alice does it, then I might get less work from the school. Big fucking deal. At my snap, he flinches, but looks at the remainder of his lunch. And looks at the remainder. Okay. Are you gonna finish? You can have the rest. Thanks. Inelegantly, I pocket his last morsel, and not long after, we moved to finish out the day's classes. Normally, I like the late class of the day, but not this time. A slight shove from behind catches me off guard. I turn quickly. A professionally dressed woman blushes. I recognize her, since she's been a fixture of the school for as long as I can remember. Principal Decker. Oh, that's the principal? Administrate me. Excuse me, it's a bit crowded in here between classes. She smiles warmly and dusts my upper back. My face flushes, and I watch the crowd flowing past us both. It's really okay, no problem. She wades through the students with more care, and those that recognize her make a path. I finish walking through the door to my last class. Study hall bothers me. I signed up for this period, that much is true. However, I doubt anyone here appreciates the situation. No textbook to study at, no assignment to complete, no talking, no assigned seating. Coach Gene idles on a cell phone. One clever student brought their own book to read. A few others draw on their notebooks. After a tap on my shoulder in a subtle exchange, a note reaches my desk. Pull the fire alarm? Vote. 8 tally marks under yes, 3 under no. I crumple it into my pocket to end the game. I'm feeling worn out. Maybe I'll nap. Hold on. Alright, people are just being loud outside my room for no fucking reason. Cool. Between the fire alarm and the bell, I'll be covered for alarm clocks. I lay my head to rest on my forearms and close my eyes. My head hurts, aches. I roll my palm over the back of my head, fingers slipping through my hair to my scalp. The texture of little bumps cling to my hair around the sensitive area. Soft clumps collect beneath my fingernails. Sitting through a burst of dizziness, I hold one side of the desk for balance and pull my hand in front of me. Ruddy residue of dried blood stains my palm. I don't think I'm bleeding anymore. Kinda hard to focus. I check my phone's clock. After pressing past the low battery notification, I see that it's almost 8:30 p.m. My sore back and throbbing head convince me not to stop and brood. I struggle into the empty hall, each step with increased equilibrium. Though it's dark, I'm able to find the entrance via the faint light of my phone and from the hall windows. The front door doesn't give away. Calm, I try again. It dawns on me that I'm locked in the school. I survey the door, hall, nearby windows. No luck in finding an easy exit. Just when I'm about to call Mr. Underwood, my phone dies. Great. Camping here isn't gonna kill me, but I'd rather not. I carefully move down the hall to investigate the first floor. Anyone here? My voice echoes. Many of the classrooms are locked, and those that aren't hold no signs of life. As I near a complete pass of the first door, I hear a single thud from the ceiling. I step closer to the main stairwell, which is poorly lit. Hello? A louder thud replies. Still dizzy. Cautiously, I move up the stairs, using both hands for support. There's terrible lighting here. I can't see a thing. I get to the end of the railing at the top of the flight and move my hands and knees for better support. Move on my hands and knees for better support. I'm crawling up the stairs while hugging the wall. Better safe than sorry. The boom of a door slamming causes me to flinch. I hesitate but continue upward. Words catch in my drying throat. My hand touches something in the darkness, something warm and wet like the inside of a mouth. Pulling back quickly, my knees skid down one stair below. I stop and listen. I wipe my damp hand on my jeans and continue moving up, taking great care to avoid that area. From the top of the stairs, the hall is illuminated by a lit, open classroom. Silently, I move to my feet and sidle to the door. I peer inside to see wide eyes staring back at me. Ah! I cover my heart and jump at the same time she sees me. Her fright flips to irritation. You? What are you doing here? Nothing. What has Turner got you doing now? No, I'm trying to go home. The door's locked. Why are you here? She closes the distance between us. I fell asleep. I couldn't stop it from sounding like an excuse. She glances at the clock. Really? You napped over 6 hours, huh? I'm sorry. I was embarrassed. I bumped my head at the gym today and felt sleepy during study hall. Let me see. She inspects my head with her finger and I wince. Her expression softens. Oh, are you alright? Are you alright? I heard a lot of noise up here. I was unpacking and setting up materials for tomorrow's class. There are several cardboard boxes behind her in the classroom, one of which is empty. Paper, pencils, markers. Paper, pencils, pastels, markers, newspapers, sketchbooks, and other supplies are splayed out on the floor. I heard a door. Look, let's just get you sorted and call your parents. She appraises me. Jeez, you even got blood on your pants. Why didn't you tell someone? I look at my thigh and confirm it myself and run towards the stairwell. What's your name? Lane. My phone died. Mine didn't. What's their number? I look back at her. Whose? Oh, I don't remember. Okay, I'll look it up. Come on then. 6-hour nap isn't unrealistic. A 6-hour nap is what happens when I nap or when I mean to nap and wake up at like 10 and can't find a reason to go back to sleep. It's hell. She takes me by the wrists and leads me to the administrative side. We enter an office door labeled Principal Decker. She motions to the couch after flickering on the light. Don't sit down. I obey. The office is plain, but the couch looks expensive. Notebooks and manila folders lean off the desk in a precarious stack. Last name? Fox. She furrows her brow and moves to one filing cabinet to another. Miss Webb? Yes? Did you buy those art supplies? As she turns to me, her butt bumps the paper stack, sending its contents wafting to the floor. Reason you don't go back to sleep is to play Payday 2 with me at 2 a.m. and give us both mutual panic attack over the fucking gold. Look, if it's 2 a.m. and you want to play Payday 2, I don't think I can say no. Oh, fuck me! She goes to her knees to collect the mess, and I help her. Yes, I did. Why? Otherwise we wouldn't have any. I'll clean this. You keep looking for my file. She moves a strand of hair between her eye and her ear and eyes me. Then she follows my suggestion. After a few quiet minutes, I've sorted the pages into two separate stacks on the desk. I open the desk drawer and pull out a half-empty bottle of wine. Don't touch your personal items. Miss Webb snatches it from me and sets the bottle back in the desk before closing it definitively. Apologies. Sorry. Miss Webb huffs. Also, do you not actually attend the school? Your record's missing. Oh, Mr. Underwood might still have my file. Ugh, what's your address? My record is probably in his office. We can just go check, right? No, it would be rude to intrude when he's not around. You're intruding on the main principal's office, but the side principal's office is off limits? La-di-fucking-da! I look around at the room. She recognizes the inconsistency, too. I'll just drive you home. Come on. Wait, you're gonna come back to finish unpacking? I haven't decided. Come on. With impatience, she moves out of the office, turning the lights off on me before I follow. Why don't I help you? We can go twice as fast. You realize you've probably had a concussion, don't you? I feel a lot better after the nap. If he had a concussion and passed out and he's not dead, he's probably fine. She spins on her heel to address me. You are going home, young man. Okay, alright. Yes, ma'am. Please, wait here. She collects her purse from the art room, leaving me alone in the dim hall. My head is still throbbing, so foregoing helping her unpack is probably for the best. I place my hands in my pockets and realize one which held one of those 2 notes is now empty. My schedule is gone, and so is that fire alarm note. We'll use the emergency exit to get to the parking lot faster. Miss Webb moves ahead of me and in the opposite direction of the pitch-black stairwell. I follow. Won't we set off the fire alarm? We should, but it's broken. That's probably against some regulation, right? You should put it on your to-do list for your club. We walk to the exit stairs through the parking lot and step into her car. It's still important to rest after a doink to the head. A concussion is hard to detect yourself, mostly because you don't notice what's up until after the concussion fades. I don't know, I usually notice. I tell her my address and we start to drive. After a couple minutes of silence, I break the ice. Sorry for the trouble. She glances at me unfazed. How'd you fall? I don't remember exactly. I look out the passenger side window. Do you remember none exactly? If you're being bullied, I need to know. It's not that, honest. Well, a bump on the head gives you a pass. Please be more careful. The ride is quiet again. I'm not sure for how long. My mind wanders. Your project with Turner, Mr. Underwood, was it your idea or his? I think both. I asked what I could do to help for a part-time job, and he recommended it. So it was your decision. It's something you want to do? I hesitate. Definitely, yeah. Do you want to join? She laughs slowly. I'm not a student anymore. I've had my fill of groups in college. Okay, that explains why she looks young and, like, not quite milfy, but, like, still older than main character? Maybe we can help you. For a start, I can come in early tomorrow and help you finish unpacking. You're dead set on it, huh? Her focus returns to the road. If you mean it, I'll be in that classroom around 7. There's no pressure, though. It would take us no more than 30 minutes. Thanks. Do you want my number? Ha! Are you always so bold, or just with the head injury? I feel my cheeks flush. No, but thank you. You can call the school and ask for me if you need to. I nod. Is this it? We've arrived at my place. Miss Webb pulls the car closer to the parking area. Yeah, the one on the left. Thanks for the ride. There are no cars parked next to the building, and all the lights are off. Miss Webb looks like she's about to ask me something, but seems to change her mind. No problem. Do you have a key to get in? Yeah, I'm good. Alright, see you at school. Miss Webb waits for me to go inside before driving away. I'm greeted by a passionate meow. I know, you're the one who wouldn't go out this morning. After flipping the light switch, I take the chicken strips from my pocket and place it into Jester's food bowl. With that occupying him, I walk through the hall to my room and settle in for the night. A cool glass of water, a healthy dose of acetaminophen, and a change of clothes refresh me. Oh boy, do I know from heavy personal experience how refreshing ice water, acetaminophen, and new clothes is. There's a little scratch on my head that I can trace with my fingertips, but it doesn't hurt. Scabbed over, probably. I sit on my bed and pick up my charging phone. By the way, no, I am not abusing painkillers. I just have really bad headaches all the time, and that helps. I am already winning. Who gave you my number? Information asymmetry is too much fun to ruin. Truce, let me be the president. I need... What? Typo. Not happening, but feel free to concede gracefully. I add the number to my contacts as Alice and stare at my phone for a few seconds. After putting it beside my pillow, I turn off my bedside lamp. Oh, I love that transition. That's the good shit. Bright and early as promised, at least on my end. As someone other than Miss Webb shows up and, to my surprise, stops to unlock the door. Rosalind shoves the door against the wall with a slap. What are you doing? Going in. You coming? I follow her inside, closing the door behind us. Leave it open, man. After muttering an apology, I reopen it. Okay, so really, what are you doing? I owed Sam a favor. Are you good? She leans on the doorframe and gives the room a look. Who's Sam? Your teacher? You mean Miss Webb? I appraise her, my eyes moving over her body. She stiffens. I highly doubt her idea of you helping was to open the door for me this morning. Why don't we get started? It'll be quick. Come on, Roz. I could use the company. Fine. What do I do? I'm not sure what to do either, so I improvise. See those boxes? You can divide out the supplies and set up an easel per workstation here. Bossy, ain't ya? You literally asked me what to do, you know. Let's get to it. Her fingers trace the edge of Miss Webb's desk as she moves to the box I indicated. Sure, this is for Sam, not you, so don't get weird ideas. I smile. We set up the room for the class to come, and to my surprise, Roz pulls her weight. So, since the developer's here, I do want to ask, what is it with this... Okay, this is gonna sound rude and, like, accusatory, but, like, with this game, what is it with, like, the scene suddenly going dark? Is that to just imply time is going a bit fast? Or, like, Lane is phasing out? Or is that a weird thing that's not supposed to actually happen? I'm gonna continue while if you get while you type your answer if you're giving one. Why are you up so early? She ignores me. Where's Miss Webb, anyways? What are you referring to? I'm referring to, like, the window audibly. No, not the scene transitions, but, like, in this scene, like, 2 lines ago, like 2 text boxes ago, the scene went dark. Just, like, ever so slightly shaded. Is that supposed to be a scene transition without having to make a new, environment? She's just busy. We continue. Once the cardboard boxes have been cleaned out, I begin ripping one in half to tear it into compact strips. Hey, quit it, dumbass! Roz kicks me, causing me to stumble and turn abruptly. Ow! What the hell? She snatches the torn box from me. Don't you think she'll want to reuse these or recycle them or something? Oh, you're right. Sorry. With a huff, she pushes the boxes behind Ms. Webb's desk. So that's it? I think so, yeah. We've got some time before class. And... I step a little closer. Yesterday, what were you asking Evan to do? It's just a method to step back for a moment, like we're not in the moment anymore and we're riding faster through time and not a formal train. Okay, so it's... Lane is spacing out / invested in what he is currently doing Alright, that answers my question and makes more sense. Because it happened in the car scene too, with Miss Webb, and I wanted to know. Because if the developer is here, I can ask their intent. That weasel. I used to get him to do my math, and now he's too scared. You want him to do your homework? Just the math. It's not like I need to solve for X in real life. We're well past solving for X, but I decided against letting her know. Alright, that makes sense. Thank you. Are you bad at it? It's not that. I don't do it because it's pointless. Why do you even care, man? How about I help you with it? I'm not a weasel. Sure, I won't stop you. But not for free. What did you pay Evan? She scoffs. Nothing. Okay, $5 each assignment. You're kidding. That's more than fair. Just do one a week if you don't like it. She glares into the hall. I'll think about it. She starts out, but I move in front of her. What? Give me your number. I don't think I'm your type. You'd be surprised. How else are you gonna give me the assignments? Unless you'd rather have my address. Oh, yeah. It's fine, I guess. She recites her numbers, I add it in my phone. I grin. Great, thanks. Sure. She pushes past me and I'm left in the room alone. I lift my phone. Hey, did you give my number to Alice? No? Holly might have? Holly has my number too? She asked for it yesterday. She didn't text you? My fingers brush through the texture of my jeans as I slide my phone away. My eyes linger on my thigh. I'll just go to my first class a bit early. I thought this was your first class. That wasn't exactly clear, but whatever. Still quiet, but I'm sure students will begin filing in shortly. Just like this morning when I came up, the stairwell remains pristine. I touch my head. Feels better. Scab might actually be smaller today. Sorry, burped. It probably just looked a little more dramatic than it actually was at the time. As I move out from the stairwell into the hall, I spot Kane standing outside my next classroom. Webb mentioned to get there before classes start in the AM. Okay, yep, that's fair. Sorry, I wasn't 100% certain because for some reason I thought Webb was his homeroom. That's on me. That's my own confusion. As I move from the stairwell into the hall, I spot Kane standing outside of my next room. Or my next classroom. He's leaning near the door and looking at a crumpled piece of paper in his hand. I search for an exit to avoid him, but he looks up and waves me over. I doubt sprinting away is an option, so I approach. Yeah? How you doing? He holds out his hand. The paper is my schedule from yesterday. Did you take this from me? He stands straight and places it in my hand. Found it. Figured I'd give it back to the owner. Okay, thanks. My insecurity ain't lost on him. I want to talk anyway. Listen, I really didn't mean anything yesterday. I don't give a damn, honestly. He steps closer. Sorry for the little shove. No hard feelings, right? Right. He ruffles my hair firmly, irritating my scab. I step back. Good. Since we've resolved things better between us, there's no need to bring it up with anyone else. You agree? Yeah. Is that it? A flash of irritation moves over his face. He looks past me. Almost. Heard you and Alice are starting a group. I'm not interested in Alice, if that's what you're getting at. He laughs. It's genuine. She's not interested in you. No. Why are you doing it? I'm helping the school. Bullshit. What do you get? Money. Well, it's a paid position. Not much, but it's something. Huh. Okay. Then why does... He rubs his neck and glances over his shoulder. For a moment, it seems like he's going to ask something else, but he shrugs. Forget it. Tucking his hands into both pockets, he leaves me to linger in the hall alone. I'm thankful. I rotate my schedule from one side to the other. My name ain't on it. My pocket vibrates, so I swap the paper with my phone. Check your locker. Oh, hey. Holly, right? No response. I do have a little more time before class. I can humor her, I guess. I'm gonna have to charge my phone more often at this rate. I approach my locker. Maybe I'll regain that middle school popularity I enjoyed after a while. Evan's right about it being a weird start to the year, but it'll even out. My head numbs instantly. I slap my hand over my mouth. A severed human hand lies in my locker. Beneath the detached wrist, a deep red pool has collected. I can't even scream. After I recoil, my back hits against the opposing lockers. Oh, I knew this was gonna go horror. Didn't expect that. That's a really, really, really good transition into the real creepy shit. It also helps that I'm playing this windowed, and right behind this fucking window, I see Junko Enoshima smiling at me. Wet streaks now drool down the side of the open locker. The little hand is familiar. The same little hand I saw clenching a lunch tray yesterday. I can't. Why? What is this? I look around desperately and spot a silhouette turn the corner of the hall. Scrambling to my feet, I put my track and field training to full use. I sprint with all my might. I turn the corner and see Holly and Alice giggling at me. You fell for it! Oh my goodness, your face! Do you need to go home and change? Holly bounces and brandishes both of her healthy hands. I'm okay. See? My terror becomes relief, but only for a second. Then I'm seeing Holly's enthusiasm fades as my fury registers. That's just cruel, especially now I have context that's supposed to be a horror game. I might have to LP this when it actually releases, if it actually releases. I don't know if the Kickstarter is just to get things off the ground, or if it's the make or break for this. But, reminder, below the stream, below the YouTube archive, below the VOD, as of August 3rd, 2020, the Kickstarter for this game is relatively close to its funding, when I checked, and has 5 days left. Just a heads up. Also, again, fucking download this, play it for yourself. It is free, and if you can't support the Kickstarter, there is a donation link for the devs. Then I'm seething. Holly's enthusiasm fades as my fury registers. That's right, we strike terror into our enemies. I approach quickly, teeth clenched. Alice looks at Holly. This is but a taste of the trials a mere mortal must endure to challenge the gods. Right, Hol? I slap her in the face so hard she stumbles sideways. Her glasses bounce across the floor. Okay, I usually don't condone just, like, up and hitting people, but bitch deserved it. She failed the vibe check. Lane? What the hell were you thinking? Alice's eyes well with tears. She hesitates a moment before running away. My vision blurs before I know what's happening, my body bouncing against the lockers. I'm pressed against the classroom door, the handle digging into my back. Kane is holding me in place, glaring into my eyes. You piece of filth! How dare you! His fist slams in my face, my head knocking against the door with a crack. Holly screams and pulls at Kane's elbow. Stop! Stop it! We were just joking, please! The commotion is brought over other students, and Coach Jean shoves through them to stop us. Kane punches me again, and I hear the glass behind me shatter. My memory ends. Student Union. I was gonna say, I hope that's not the end of the demo. Lane definitely has a... Lane either has a concussion or is low on blood. 40% mark. Ooh, we got percents. You got routes to go? I'm not going to do all the routes so that people have a reason to go back and play. But, like, you know. I'm in a white room, in a white bed, with an ugly blanket. Everything looks clean at a glance. But a closer look reveals a thin layer of grime and dust. Yeah, that would have been a great ending, because it's like, alright, we got one horror fake-out, one actual scene of horror, some world building, some character building. That's some good shit. Like, fucking compliments to the chef. The art team, the writing, the music. Like, damn. Even if this is, like, using, like, licensed music or whatever, or I mean, like, royalty-free music, because I think I've heard some of these tracks before. I don't know if that's true or if it's just pareidolia. You know, holds back on saying anything about the ending. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Also, remember, even though the developer's here, this is not sponsored. Over 50 original tracks? Alright, so it's probably pareidolia. Unless you're using some licensed stuff. But you say 50 original tracks. OST available on Kickstarter. Good plug. Good plug. But a closer look reveals a thin layer of grime and dust. I just realized this is the first time I've actually had the developer of something, like, in the stream. That's some good shit. That feels good. Consciousness returns to me hazily. It's a slow process, but I feel myself getting more lucid while staring at the little cracks in the wall. This is a hospital room. Why? Oh, I remember. Damn it all. Interrupting my thoughts, there's a light knock at the door. Also, good use of diegetic sound. Like, that is a rarity that, like, a free visual novel demo actually uses it really well. I don't bother responding. Ms. Webb enters. Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? What happened? You got in a fight after you struck a female student. Holly gave Mr. Jean the details. Who volunteered them to her, I guess? She maintains her crossed arms. The student who knocked you out was suspended a couple days. It wasn't decided yet what to do about you and the girl. Alice. Yes, Mr. Underwood convinced Principal Decker that he'd be responsible for your punishment. So who knows if you should feel lucky or not. How did I get here? Well, Mr. Jean hauled you to the principal's office. Your parents won't pick up the phone, and you didn't wake up. Todd, the writer, programmer, director, and sound effect guy, and marketing guy, well, you're doing great on all of them. Can you plug the artist, by the way? Because I'm genuinely curious. They've got a really good sense of proportion and just, like, lighting, all that good shit. He called an ambulance? Then he was going to, but said I take you to the ER, and here we are. None of your emergency contact numbers will pick up the phone, so I've been stuck here. I look at the clock. It's a little after 10 in the morning. Sorry. My weak apology irritates her. I could have called the cops instead. Oh. None of those are a good answer. Not as in poorly written, but as in like, ooh, this is Shit Creek. And this is Shit Creek without a wait, no, this is Shit Creek without a paddle. This is Shit Creek. Oh, wait, never mind. That's a better answer now that I've actually reread it. I overreacted, but I'm not the only guilty one. Did you see the prop in my locker? Yeah, I overreacted, but damn! You're not completely at fault, but you escalated it. Can you explain why no one will pick up on the phone? Can you explain why no one will pick up the phone? I don't know. Miss Webb sits next to the bed. She tosses my phone on my lap. You have one more emergency contact now. Powering it on, I see that Samantha, a new contact, has sent me the message, test. I thought that was inappropriate. Your parents not responding is inappropriate. Thank you. Am I free to go? Eager? The doctor said you'll be fine with some rest, but you need to come back in a couple of weeks to get the stitches out. I turn off my phone and look up. I start to rub at my freshly treated wound, but she whacks my hand down. You need to sign the bill and turn it in at the front desk. I don't have insurance. That's why they have payment plans. Kane should pay, not me. You can hire an attorney to press charges and try that. Want my advice? Sounds like she's gonna give it either way. Kane's dad won't pay for it. You'd end up spending more money trying to collect. I lift up the sheet and start to stand, but Miss Webb places her hand on my knee. Stop. I'll bring the paperwork to you. I obey at first. My cell buzzes. We need to talk. I flip through my text history with Alice and type, I'm really sorry I lost my temper. After staring at the draft message for a while, I decided to delete it. I can't believe I did that. What's wrong with me? I was so on edge. I need to talk to her. I'm standing by the window and ready to leave by the time Miss Webb returns. Clearly disapproving of me being out of bed, she provides a clipboard wordlessly. The paperwork churns my stomach, nauseating. An x-ray, stitches, doctor fee, administration fee, a total of nearly $3,000. It says the office will call and mail me in a couple of business days to set up a payment plan. I sign it. Can I ride back to school with you? She looks shocked. What? You don't have to. I can take you home again. I want to go back. For what? Turner can wait. It's not that, I just need to. Please? She sighs. Okay. Don't make me regret it by being even more trouble. I'm ashamed and don't look in her eyes. I won't. She leads me out of the facility. It's not long before I'm in the passenger seat of the car again. You're gonna owe me gas money at this rate. My teeth clench while I sit quietly. She looks me over. That was a joke. Could have been worse, you know. Did Rosalind say I did okay on the setup? What? The art supplies in your room. Wow, Rouse actually helped? I yield a small smile. Okay, there's something about like her distant stare on the road that just makes me giggle a little bit, because it's like, it's the smile of Hank Hill accepting something that Bobby did and being proud of him, for lack of a better term. Sorry if my speaking sounds weird. I'm stifling a laugh. I yield a small smile. She knew more than I did. I haven't had time to check for some reason, but I appreciate your help. The ride becomes quiet, and we soon reach the school. I follow Ms. Webb indoors while looking at my phone. The period just before lunch. She faces me. Put that away and go to class then. Go on. I nod and pocket my phone. Okay. Thanks again. Yeah. With a little wave, she moves off, presumably to her own classroom. After she turns the corner, I grab my phone again and walk, not in the direction of my current class. You're in math, right? Yeah. So, can't text much. What the hell happened? I need a favor. Okay. What? Pass Alice a note to meet you in the gym, right now. Why? Just do it. Minutes pass. The wall just inside the gym entrance supports me as I stand waiting. Soon I hear familiar voices approaching. What's with the strategic bathroom breaks? Come in here. In the gym? Oh my, are you attempting to take advantage of my single status? Evan catches view of me as his face flushes. No, crap. I'm not. Definitely not. What's that? She tenses at the sight of me. I push off the wall and hold up open palms. I came back to school to apologize. Evan's helping. Alice appraises me silently. Evan interjects. I'm sorry. She glances at him with acknowledgement, then adjusts her glasses. Alice, I lost my temper, and I shouldn't have done that. I should never have hit you. I won't press charges, don't worry. No, it's not. You have nothing anyway. Is that all? I overreacted. I was really worried, and... I get it. Are we done? No, you don't... If you want the presidential role, you can have it. No, you don't understand at all. So help me, damn it! I'm apologizing! Yes, and I do not accept your apology. I don't owe you any satisfaction. The mere fact that you were so desperate to apologize, and with major concessions, hours after the incident, is proof of the severity of your action. So sit with that, and know that I will not offer you peace of mind. Alice, it's... And you! While she opens the gym door to leave, she holds a glare with Evan. You're a prop. You should learn to think for yourself, for selfish people like him will always take advantage of you. She exits. What's her deal, anyway? Evan rubs his biceps slowly while looking at the linoleum between us. Sorry, I need to go to class. He leaves me alone in the gym. Taking a sip. I'm debating whether I want something to eat today, given I lost my appetite. I should probably eat at least something. With a buzz, my cell phone alerts me another message from Mr. Underwood. Since you have chosen to be president today, please meet me at my office after lunch. Oh, present today. I don't want to respond. I don't want to go. Holly gently sits at my table, concern evident in her body language. Are you okay? I'm sorry for what happened. No, it was my idea, and I'm sorry for freaking you out. Alice didn't want to do it, but I talked her into it. But yeah, I'm okay. She leans in to inspect me. You don't look okay. Does your eye hurt? I touch my face around my eye and realize it's sore. I hadn't noticed any swelling until now. Do I have a black eye? She hesitates and shakes her head. It doesn't look that bad. It's just a little dark. Why'd you come back? My appetite for learning. I haven't actually been to any classes yet, though, but I'm stuck without books anyways. Holly perks up. I got mine. Hey, mister, you not getting any food today? I put a hand on the table. It's cool and smooth on my palm. I ate at the doctor's office. Oh, well, So what happened this morning, exactly? Those big eyes of hers water. I played a really bad joke that hurt my friends. You, Alice, Kane. It's difficult for me to empathize with Kane. I don't remember what happened after he hit me. Mr. Jean was really upset and he said that break it up, you kids are damaging school property. I chuckled at her. Oh, wait. He said, break it up, you kids are damaging school property. I chuckled at her impression and its contents. Sounds right. And, there's not much else. Look, if you really feel bad, make it up to us. Huh? Crying won't help anyone. Go with me and Alice to Mr. Underwood. Explain what happened. You're such a butthead. Well, I could use the support and she doesn't seem to be in a position to refuse. Kane was the closest relative being to your attack. He is now responsible as the closest living relative. What he did was vandalism. I could use the support, and she doesn't seem to be in a position to refuse. Fine, I'll go too. Great, we're going right after lunch. The smells here are getting to me, and I'm ready to leave now, but I'll wait for her to finish. My stomach grumbles as I pull my hand from the table. Before Holly can comment, I hold my phone between us. Hey, you indirectly gave me your number, right? Is it okay that I save it? Of course! Text me anytime. I add her to my contacts. Will do. Holly starts to follow up, but notices my impatience and instead finishes her meal. I engage with my phone in the meantime. Evan, you coming to lunch? Running late again? I'm sorry for pulling you into things. We good? We're good. Still on for the weekend? Yeah, if you have time. I'll be here. Holly snatches my phone from me. Give me a second, I gotta... There we are. Holly snatches my phone from me. Mister, it's rude to be on your phone in the presence of the divine. It's rude to take something that's not yours. Hand it over. I hold out my hand, palm up. She winks and sticks out her tongue. Fine, I'm done anyway. After standing, her soft fingers brush mine while she folds my hand closed over a cell phone. Or the cell phone. Secured. Let's go do this. I stand with a sigh and begin leading her to the administration halls. Along the way, I look back at her. Hey, did Alice ask you to join the student group too? Holly nods. I said no. Okay. What should I say? To Mr. Underwood, I'll introduce you and you'll just tell the truth. Maybe he'll lighten our sentence. She nods again, nervously this time. Come in. Alice and Mr. Underwood are waiting inside, though it feels like Holly and I are interrupting. Alice is sitting stiff in one of the seats across the desk and looking at the wall, face turned from us. Underwood stands from his desk. He addresses Holly. Huh? How may I help you? Mr. Underwood, this is my friend Holly. Alice turns to see Holly, surprised. She wanted to come with me to explain what happened today. I pat Holly's back, goading her forward. She steps up gingerly. Mr. Underwood's expression softens. It's nice to meet you, Holly. Take a seat and start from the beginning. Lane, please close the door. I do so and stand to the side, taking care to not lean at the wall. Holly recounts the event, honestly and thoroughly. Alice and I lock eyes when Holly gets to the part about me hitting her, and I look down. We listen to completion. So you see, Lane blamed Alice and Kane blamed Lane, but it was my bad idea of a joke. Her hands tremble in her lap. I'm the most at fault, sir. Thank you for choosing to come forward. It was very mature. I agree. Guilt is compelling. Mr. Underwood adjusts his rolled-up sleeves, and I step forward. She would like to join the student union, sir. We're resolved to ensuring that when these kinds of misunderstandings occur, one should not resort to violence. Underwood raises an eyebrow, and Holly stares at me incredulously. She then looks at Alice, who merely grins. She's outnumbered. Is that so?
Yes, sir.
He looks at the ceiling for a few seconds and probably deciding what to do with us. Alice finally chimes in.
I think Kane's punishment was too severe.
Your input is noted. I disagree. He leans forward. In strict terms, both Kane and Lane committed assault. Unacceptable. Both of you girls caused a lot of trouble with your mischief, using that fake hand from the drama club. What were you thinking?
Sir, I was overly competitive and took it too far. It was a prank in bad taste, and I realize it now.
He glances at me before massaging the bridge of his nose. You three will perform janitorial duties for the next 3 evenings for 1 hour after school. Ever economical. Will that interfere with the cleaner's work? We do not yet have a janitor this year. Then who cleaned the stairs? In light of the circumstance, I believe it will prove insight on the school's current needs for your group and represent a team-building exercise.
Oh, aren't you kind?
We're still allowed to create the group? Tentatively.
I'll do it, sir.
I will too. Good. Alice?
Of course, sir.
Mr. Underwood stands. Thank you all for taking responsibility and making an effort to move past this. I expect that we will not have to repeat this conversation. We nod with varying speed. Holly is particularly emphatic. Sorry. Minor dyslexia? Just a suggestion. And this is just because people like me who have some reading problems still love visual novels. Having fonts that are like in accessibility options would be nice. Up to you though. We three walk down the hall quietly at first, but eventually Holly can't contain her need to vent.
Why'd you make me go in there and join the club? What the heck?
She lightly punches me in protest, hopping with each bab. I smirk and gently defend myself. Hey, we said no to violence, remember?
You said several things I don't agree with, mister.
With my hand on her head to hold her back, she puffs up. You should feel glad. I could have gotten revenge like in the gangster movies.
You were going to cut off my pinky?
If I was feeling poetic, I'd make it your whole hand. She hops back. Alice watches us with arms crossed.
We all got off easy, actually.
I continue to address Holly. So can I count on your vote? So I can count on your vote, right?
It's only fair that I joined to apologize to you that I voted for Alice to apologize to her. Okay?
I give her a head pat. She sways and she swats it away in mock protest. That's fair enough. Thanks. The bell sounds as Alice stands closer. Her voice travels through the rain. So you're not quitting after all? No, guess not. If you accept my apology, I'll consider not keeping up. No, I guess not. If you accept my apology, I'll consider not keeping you on cleanup duty. I won't do that, but I will work with you if you remain semi-competent. I extend a handshake. Deal. Alice stares at my hand long enough to discomfort me. And walks away. Holly shakes my outstretched hand in place of Alice and whispers, Deal!
See you after school.
See ya. She leaves too. And my stomach growls, but I can't hear it over the churn of students around me. I feel the rumble of my abdomen as I go to class. I just realized, is that the Ohio flag? Fuck yeah, repping our home state. Having deciphered the angry stares from yesterday's student hall, Coach decided we could use a free period in the gym today. I sit on the bleachers alone, watching students socialize and play on the basketball court, not looking forward to unpaid cleanup duty after this. Anime Ohio? Oh fuck yeah, that's my state.
And now I'm just trying to make an Anime Ohio joke, and it is not landing. Cleveland, I'm a bit far, but, like, without doxing myself, I'm much closer to Detroit than I am to Columbus or Cleveland. I'd love to go to Cleveland, though. That'd be fucking sick. I sit on the bleachers alone, watching students socialize and play on the basketball court. Not looking forward to unpaid cleanup duty after this. I run my fingers through my hair, carefully up the edges of the bandage. The itchiness irritates me. Does it hurt? I flinch and turn to the tall girl from yesterday. Oh, Nat, right? She nods. Accidentally doxed herself to me, but also I mean that's not a big deal. Look, I technically doxed myself to you, but you're also my girlfriend, so, like, whatever. Sore, but not too bad. What's up? You're pale. My confusion disperses a second, and I chuckle. Not used to being called girlfriend in public? What the fuck ever. It's my stream. Oh, you're worried about me? I'm okay. She places a fresh water bottle on the seat near me. You can have this. Hey, you never said why you weren't interested. Inviting her to sit with me, I pat the seat. She hesitates. In the paid student group, I mean. She sits a little further away than my gesture indicated. Why do my Ohio friends have better folks and people versus the folk in, like, Portland? That's a good question. But I'm almost certain that Portland is mostly seedy underbelly, so... She sits a little further away than my gesture indicated. I may be going home soon. I sure hope so. The day's almost over. To my home country. I open the bottle and drink, thirstier than I realized. Where are you from? Do I do it? I was trying to go for, like, Diet Rainbow Dash, but this also works. Nope, not confident in that accent. Russia, my family may move back. Sorry? No, I want it. What's wrong with here? She stares at me. I'll rephrase. Why do you want to move back? There's nothing wrong with Ohio, except the snow and the rain. Sorry. Friends and family. You have those here too, right? Not my brothers or my boyfriend. The last of the cool water slides down my throat as I upturn the bottle. I cap the empty container. That's hard. Sorry. Hope the move back won't be too much of a pain. Thanks for the water. Do you need to leave school? Do I look that bad? You appear unsteady. I smile and shake my head. It's sweet of her to worry. Now I have Bowling for Soup stuck in my head. Yeah, fuck yeah! Suck my ass, that song's great. Smile and shake my head. Sweet of her to worry. Where's my shoe? There it is. I stand firmly as an example. I'm fine, see? Gonna take a little walk. Talk to you later. She responds non-verbally. If she responds non-verbally, I don't see it as I turn and stride into the hall. I check my phone. No unread messages. Miss Webb, fuck it. So how are your classes? This is meant to be an emergency contact line. I've got Mr. Underwood's number too. He's male. Surely you recognize the issue. Are you afraid of it? What are you afraid of? Excuse me? Do you need something? Do I? I lifted my eyes from my phone while entering the restroom. That is an Ohio-ass men's restroom in a school. Prodding under my eye with my forefingers, I inspect myself in front of the sink. I'm pale, and the shiner under my left eye is dark. I splash my face. The door weighs more than usual, but I push back into the corridor. Only a few steps towards the gym before I stop. That noise was familiar. It's from the upper floor. That's the tension music. Roxy's really forcing me back into my emo and math rock days, huh? Fuck yeah, I am! Deciding to investigate, I hurry to the stairs. Still clean. While climbing, I massage my gums with my tongue. A taste of copper. Second-story hallway comes into view. Jesus! Alright, sorry about that. Holy shit, how do I get out of this? Access the game menu? There we go. I shuffle in the direction of the noise. And soon I'm in front of Mr. Underwood's office. Yeah, sorry about that. My door was knocked on, and I had to check, and I didn't know how long that was going to take. I knock on the closed door. Hello? Is everything alright? Only silence responds. I'm coming in! Just before my hand touches the knob, it rattles violently. I flinch and step back, staring at the jerking handle. What are you doing? I thought that color was a different person. I spin on my heel and bump into Nat's chest. She steadies me by the shoulders and pushes me back slightly. Why are you breaking into the office of a teacher? Shaking my head, I sputter a response. No, there's someone in there. Nat stares in my eyes for a few seconds. Ever evaluating me to satisfaction, she releases me and opens the door. I am now more confident in the light Russian immigrant accent. Empty. She faces me. We will go back, okay? I don't know what to say. I walk into Mr. Underwood's office. There's no other exit, and the window's closed. Besides, we're on the second floor. I'm not crazy. I think about saying. I don't say it. Oh boy, do I not trust that fade to black. I hate that. Nat clasps my hand and leads me out, gently closing the door behind us. I lose myself in thought. We near the gym. Yo, we near the gym. I jerk away. Why'd you follow me? To help. Why? What do you get? You need me to have a reason? She pauses as I lean on a locker. It is medicine. You think I'm sick? My medicine, when stressed, exhausted, ill, it's a good remedy to help someone else. I rub the back of my neck. And yeah, of course she's tall. She's Russian and athletic. They're all tall. Fucking, everyone I know in, like, semi-Slavic countries are, like, fucking behemoths in their height. Are you gonna tell anyone? Not unless you leave again. She means what she says. Sure. I avoid her steady gaze and push off the locker into the gym. I'm not some sort of troublemaker. With skepticism, she eyes me from top to bottom. I reciprocate, my eyes catching on her features. German and Slavic as fuck, 5'8" at shortest. That's still tall. Like, no matter which of the sexes you are, that's still taller than most. I reciprocate, my eyes catching on her features. I have a boyfriend. Is that what's stressing you out? You don't look sick or tired. She runs her fingers through her hair and watches the students play basketball. It is difficult to be separate. Her eyes flick between me and the other students. I bet if you got suspended, they'd have to take you back. Her eyes widen. They? Your parents. Her lips curve at my joke. See? You are trouble. Is it work that keeps your parents here? Yes. I plop on the bleachers and Nat follows. She continues to watch me. Well, if you ever want to talk about it, I owe you one. What do you owe? A favor in return for you not telling anyone about my troublemaking. You forget the water. 2 then, okay? Okay? Content that I'm now stationary, she retreats to the court in her usual graceful way. I palm my forehead to wipe away small beads of sweat. Remember when you were being paranoid? You think I'm always paranoid. You are. I mean when you said this year was weird. Why? Just curious what you meant. The school's haunted, I'm sure of it. Ghosts don't exist. What made you think of that? Says Evans, typing. Swallowed, glance at the court. Nat performs a crossover, dribbling past 2 defenders into the post. She narrowly misses her layup. Hear some doors slamming? Loud noises from the 2nd floor? Hello? He stopped typing. Yeah, that is foreshadowing. Damn it. I gather the bottles of cleaner I'd knocked off the shelf. My first instinct leads me to bend at the waist, which I regret. With a low wince, I straighten and retreat from the dim room, arms cradling the supplies. Mr. Underwood was quick to text instructions to us in a group text, and Alice was quicker to address Holly and me with instructions of her own. I'm in the mood to sleep, not struggle for control, so I'm humoring her. Stepping over broken glass and my own dried blood, I ease the payload across my desk. Mr. Underwood wanted us to clean the art room and gym today. Coach Jean will apparently hold us accountable. Alice asked me that I handle this room while she and Holly take the gym for the hour. I unfurl a plastic trash bag and begin my task. The glass proves easy enough to gather, my blood spattered on, under, and in front of the door. It is not easy to clean. It's not a lot, but it still managed to cause as much of a mess as it could. I buff the floor with a damp rag until drops of sweat from my forehead contribute to the lubrication of cleaning solution. I flake off a good amount of residue, but a few areas are just too stubborn. The label of the bottle informs me. This cheap stuff won't cut it. I'll take the trash to the bin outside and stop by the science lab on the way back. Will you need a ride home? Saying no is tempting as a gut reaction. I'd have to walk, though. Yes, please. I'll be ready around 5. Wait in my room when you finish. Thank you, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. I'm 26. I deposit the trash bag in the bin outside and head to the science room. Expecting an empty room, I open the door without a knock. Get down! She takes me by the wrist and yanks me from behind the front desk with her. What the hell? Quiet! Close your eyes. Why? She holds my head down firmly as a loud explosion occurs in the middle of the room. Is that blood? What are you doing? Basic but functional. Alice stands up with me as we observe the fractured plastic bottle tipped over dramatically. Thin vapor puffs from the lid and small bits of plastic litter the room. I blink twice and try shaking the ringing out of my ear. What are you doing in here? Alice looks happy to answer that. I'm production miniature hydrogen bombs and testing various mechanical methods of production and containment. You're making a bomb? Bombs, plural. Relax, Neanderthal. It's perfectly safe. I watch the smoldering bottle. Doesn't look like it. I'm interested in the energy production capabilities of the reaction and exploring practical uses via automation. What are you talking about? 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. High temperature, big boom. Understand? There are many uses for explosive energy. Think hybrid cars, which utilize the energy released to make a more fuel-efficient vehicle. Where'd you get hydrogen? There's no way we just store that here. I made it simple. There are a few ways to do it, but I combined sodium hydroxide with aluminum. I shake my head. Okay, whatever, fine. Why are you not cleaning like you're supposed to? She closes the door I'd left open. I'm not going to be a janitor in the future, nor a housewife, so cleaning duty yields no practical experience for me. That doesn't matter, it's punishment. I know I could tell Mr. Underwood about this. I know that you couldn't tell Mr. Underwood about this. Explain. I'll deny it, and the ensuing conflict would handily destroy any team-building efforts and likely scrap the student union formation. Isn't hydrogen explosives thermonuclear? I'm actually pretty sure you're correct on that. But thermonuclear explosive capabilities might actually lead well to oxygen automation, as she said. I'm mildly terrified of Alice, slightly turned on, but more terrified. Like, Sadako can get it. Alice might be a red flag. And you do not want that. So you have no power here. I have the power. While you're here, want to be my assistant? She moves to the table and erects the bottle. No. Did you leave Holly in the gym? I did, yes. And you called me selfish. I didn't say I wasn't too. Wait till you get into this romance route, you know, if we're funded. Now I want this to be funded. Do you know how to clean up blood? Alice glares at me, glances at the door, and places her hands inside the desk drawer. Since I'm cleaning the art room, I need to clean up my blood from this morning. It dried and won't come up. Oh! She frees her hand from the drawer. Yeah, mix a little bleach with water and let it sit on the stains for 15 minutes, wash it up later. This is true. I actually have a decent supply of bleach water at pretty much all times because I use it for t-shirt production. Bleach water will get blood right out. I have cut my finger or whatever multiple times and used a little bit of bleach water just pressed in on like a shitty rag towel. Like, she's super right. Huh, you sure? Of course. I also have a more thorough solution, but a simpler method will work for your duties. She waves me away and returns to her task. I hesitate for a second, then open the door to leave. Thanks. Yeah. I return to cleanup duty. Dust off the rest of the classroom while waiting for the solution to sit, and afterwards rub it clean. Alice's method worked well, actually. Some tiny patches remain on the door. I doubt anyone would complain when seeing this improvement. Or maybe they would, but that's choke cherry high without a... What's choke cherry high without a few blood stains? Will you please help me? With the cleaning? Yes, I'm all alone. Please, please, please. I could help her. Then again, we're already even in my book. While I'm waiting for Miss Webb, I could check on the second floor again. Do I want to help Holly clean or check out the second floor again? Alright. Putting this to committee. I could go either way. I'm curious about the ghosts. This also gives me a second to sip. Just blanked out of existence. Oh, Jesus. Do you want to help Holly or investigate ghosts? Because I'm on Team Ghost. Dead air is mildly uncomfortable. Completely forgot about that. Ghost Adventures. Lane Baggins? You mean Lane Fox? She'll have to manage without me. Sorry, Holly. I'd rather verify my temporary insanity. If I do have a brain injury, I wonder if I can sue the school or the state instead of Kane's dad. Making a joke on Zach Brannigan's name. Ooh, you're right. Better not mention that thought to Mr. Underwood. I pace the empty halls. I'm unsure of what I'm searching for, but I can still scan the area. Oh, I see Miss Webb in a spare classroom while passing. A pencil was sticking out of her mouth, and it looked like she was still reviewing projects. In turning the corner, I noticed something strange. The ceiling is masked with a thin haze. Once I realize it's smoke, my heart skips a beat. The fire alarm doesn't work. I glance back the way I came, considering whether to call Miss Webb. Shaking my head quickly, it makes me dizzy. My eyes dart around the scene. I jog where the smoke is most dense, outside the girls' restroom. I knock and there's no reply. Again, same result. I crack the door open. Is anyone in here? What the hell, dude? Rosalind yanks me inside the bathroom door behind us, and the door behind us closes. You made me waste a smoke. What's the deal? Or are you just a pervert? No, jeez. The deal is that your smoke is out in the hallway. Huh? No way. It is. Yeah, she was hotboxing. You have no idea the relief I have right now? Of like, oh, the school isn't on fire. Someone's just getting high. In my eyes, this is the more responsible thing to do. She shrugs. Guess that door's jankier than it looks. What's wrong with you? You're lucky I'm not Miss Webb. Sam's not that scary. Anyway, what are you doing at school so late? I was about to ask you that. Well, one of us has to answer, and I have the home field advantage. I notice that the girls' bathroom is much cleaner than the boys'. Still a bit grimy, but not a total grease pit. This is inaccurate to women's restrooms in general. They are equally horrific, and women's restrooms have more blood. Rosalind snaps her fingers in front of my face. Focus! Are you still at school? I have cleanup duty. She laughs and slaps the sink for emphasis. Holy, you're getting punished for getting beat up? Oh, the wonders of the system. It's fair enough, since I slapped Alice. Yeah? Hope you broke her glasses. What do you have against Alice? Nothing? You look like shit, you know. You sure you want to tease the guy who caught you smoking? The same guy who wants to help me cheat on my homework and begged for my number? Yeah. I nod and avert my gaze for a moment. Fair? Hey. I step closer. She gulps. What? Have you heard any strange sounds coming from this floor? No? Have you? Mr. Underwood's office, for one. Maybe he's fucking a student. She holds up a new cigarette, but I catch her wrist with my hand. Your nasty habit needs to wait or you'll get caught. She rolls her eyes and tucks her pack into her jeans. I'm serious about the noises. Loud thuds. Roz grins and walks out of the restroom. I peek out to ensure the hall's empty before following. Where are you going? Well, we clearly need to look into it, right? I stare at her, attempting to decipher her motive in vain. Someone who got in trouble at the school a shitload for fights, my exact reaction would be, did you break her glasses with that slap, though? It's fair. Yeah? Let's hit it. She leads me in Mr. Underwood's office and knocks. I try the knob, but it's locked. So much for that. She nudges me aside and bends over. Yeah, right. I peer over her shoulder, but she smacks me back with her hip. Be patient. There. She eases the door open and strolls inside. It's empty. You can pick locks? You can't? It's easy as changing a tire or rewiring a light. I don't know how to do those either. She ignores me and begins rifling through Mr. Underwood's desk. Hey, what are you doing? I close the door behind us in case someone walks by, and now realize I'm an accomplice. Investigating your noises, of course. Triumphantly, she holds up a folder labeled coursework. Hold on, you're seriously stealing the answers to the homework? You'll notice it's missing. She throws me the folder and I fumble it in my hands before clutching it against my chest. Not if you take pictures of the answers. I'll stand lookout and knock 3 times as someone's coming. Slow down, I don't agree to this. Well, I don't agree to you charging me so much. This saves you time and me money, yeah? No, I'm not doing this. I sit on the edge of Mr. Underwood's desk since the excitement made me dizzy. I don't get it. What's your deal? It's okay to help me cheat in one way, but not in another? Neither is really that okay, it's just... That's interesting. What do you mean by that? She leans in close, nearly inches from my face, and stares into my eyes. This isn't helping my dizziness. Nothing at all. We're on the same team, dude. Why don't you think about helping me out a little more? Pretty please? You smell like cigarettes. She laughs slowly. Come on, we're in too deep. What's a little deeper? I avert my gaze and grit my teeth. You're being stupid. Do you think I'm an idiot? Her smile fades and she moves back. Hey, relax. It's just a joke. I'll drop and down, look over the file in my hand, and push back into Mr. Underwood's desk. How about this? I give you 2 freebies, yeah? It would be easier for me to just copy it here, but... She watches me with curious eyes. And then I wouldn't learn it, and I need to pass the tests after all. Huh. She shrugs. Okay, I guess. Hey, there's no mystery in here, as you can see. After gesturing at the room, she starts out. I step in front of her. What is it now? You gotta stop doing that. I was about to say the same fucking thing. If you stop walking away, suddenly I will. Will you? I don't need your permission. Okay, will you help me look around for a minute? 4? I don't know. No, man. You be crazy on your own time. She passes me as she leaves. I examine the room. The smell of coffee lingers and a copper taste coats the roof of my mouth. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. I'm not sure if that makes me feel better or worse. Alright, my student file's in here. Curiosity overpowers me as I pull my folder from his cabinet. It's detailed, and there's a few pictures of me. That's kinda weird. I don't recognize where one of them was taken. Is it from when I worked at the library downtown? I flinch from the noise in the hall. I better go. Close the file, put it back where I found it, and leave. I feel unsteady. My fingers dig into my shirt, beneath the jacket and above my heart. Okay, I had to make sure I was reading that right. The smooth polyester cotton fabric comforts to my grip. Or conforms to my grip. Ready? My hand returns to my side at the sound of Miss Webb's voice. Yeah, Miss Webb? Her eyes flick over me. Ask me on the way. Do you? Her eyes lock mine once we reach the first floor. Stay home tomorrow. What? I didn't stutter. Why? My vision blurs and I hold my hand over my eye. She pulls my hand down. Are you serious? Maybe she's right, but I can't. I have to clean his punishment. You can. You have my permission. Do you know Mr. Underwood well? Rolling her eyes, she resumes our walk. I know him a little. You called him Turner, so I was just curious. What was he like? Like he is now, but happier. Rosalind leans against Ms. Webb's car as we approach. She notices my curiosity. Sam's my ride. Do you normally ride with her? Sometimes, Ms. Webb Ms. Webb slides into the front seat. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. Roz and I join her. Seems like they're in a quiet mood. That definitely works for me right now. I wonder if she's dropping me off me or Roz first. So, I'm actually curious if this car makes him motion sick. Because last time I had a concussion, that happened. My attention turns to the window. I'm so tired. What a day. I smell Ms. Webb's lavender air freshener. I think one of them is wearing a pretty perfume, actually. I drift to sleep for just a bit. Hey, we're here. Looks like my place is the first stop. Thanks again. Ms. Webb offers me a long look. Get some rest. It's just me or his shiner getting bigger. He's closer to the screen, I'd imagine. Unless the developer wants to hint at something. And he's gonna have like a Luca Teal mark on his face at the end of the game. Immediately after I step out, Roz climbs to the front seat to replace me. Shoes! What have I told you? Come on. Bruises get bigger before they get smaller. That's fair. As I walk away from their arguing, I notice Chester curled up on the front step. I bend to pet his back. Hey, buddy. This morning I could have sworn you were being stubborn again and stayed inside. No hints for you, son? Please don't use male denominations on me. Chester lifts his ear to press into my hand. I step in front of the door and hold the knob steady while reaching for my key. But it's not locked. Looking back where Ms. Webb's car was, I confirm they already left. I hesitate. Opening the door slowly, I step into the side of the dark entrance. I ease the door closed with an inaudible click. Light rustling can be heard from my room. I inch towards the kitchen, one hand following the wall to keep me steady. My eyes adjust to the dark. I slide the large kitchen knife from its holder. The sharp tip faces outward as I wield it with both hands. The rustling continues. Oh, that was mildly ratty. I hold my mouth and move closer. What was that click? The sound is more distinct right outside the door to my room. Oh, yeah, camera sounds more appropriate. I was more focused on narrating that I might have misheard the sound. I kick the door open and face the intruder. Ugh! What the hell do you... I lower my weapon. What are you doing in here? Evan, having pressed himself against the wall, takes a step forward. I was waiting. For you. Yeah? Why were you messing with my shit? I was bored. Wow, I've been here for a minute, huh? I don't hide my irritation. How'd you get in? The spare, the key, the extra one you keep behind the stairs. Note to self, don't leave a spare out. You don't have to stop, not on my account. Won't tell anyone. About the key, I mean. My anger fades. Wait, that is a camera, it's on his hip. I lift the knife again. Guess I'm gonna have to kill you, huh? Very funny. Why are you in the dark? I set the knife on my bedside table and flick the light switch. The light does not turn on. Your power's out, I think. Great. I rub my face. Okay, so why are you waiting for me? I couldn't say it in writing. You never know who's gonna see it. Say what? Like you said, it's true. The noises at school, think. I hold up my palm. No, it's not. I was joking. You're being ridiculous again. No, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not. Not this time. Honest. I sit on my bed. Look, I'm really tired today. Lane, I'm serious. I am too. Out. He doesn't budge. I go in the library instead of study hall in the afternoon. Yeah, feels like unless there's half the students missing, Coach won't notice. As long as I don't do it too often, it's okay, but I've been doing it more. Congrats on your new level of delinquency. Looks like he's choosing his words carefully while he avoids eye contact with me. Not the only one. In there, I mean. I've seen Principal Decker and Mr. Underwood talking. They were arguing today. About what? Well, I couldn't hear well. They were talking low. Quietly, I think. Mr. Underwood said something about a sustainable solution. I don't understand the problem. They were just talking. Most everyone at school knows things are tense because funding was cut. I massaged the nape of my neck. That's, well, yeah, but they were really serious. Like, I felt if they caught me, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Taking a sip. Of course, because you were skipping class. But why would they keep meeting there to have important conversations? I don't know, but I do know it's probably not as nefarious as you seem to think. How do you know? It's not normal. But it's really not that abnormal. Look, I'll go with you tomorrow if it makes you feel better. Okay, good. We're at the study period, right? Yeah, jeez, you need to relax. He stares at my bandage. I need to relax? What about you? What about me? Sorry, I just mean, what's going on lately? You okay? I chuckle. I've got a serious headache, but I'm fine. Why are the lights out? Beats me. I just got home. I'll call the power company later and figure it out. Where's your mom? His concern becomes frustration. Why have you been like this? What's wrong with asking for help? You clearly need it. I stand up. I clearly need help, huh? Evan steps back. I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's not bad. How do I need help, then? What the hell do you know? I don't know. You're right. I think it's okay to ask for help. I'll help if I can. Well, I don't need your fucking help. Then why did you ask me to join the group? Because I knew you'd say yes, because you always do. You rely on me too much, and you obsess over what I'm doing. Get your own goddamn life. Get a single other friend if you can. You need to leave. Evan gently places the extra key on my dresser and exits. Oh, that transit. Yeah! Oh, that probably peaked the mic. I'm sorry. A good night's rest cleared my mind. Ready to focus on securing the president role and earning my part-time job. Unfortunately. Do you mean Alice's club? Well, no, it's not exactly a club. It's like a part-time work for the school, and Alice isn't... Oh, I can't. Sorry, I've got lab and drama already. It's not an easy sell. After the girl disappears in the hall among a mass of students, I approach a few more who respond similarly. Some have already heard about it, I guess from Alice. Those just say they want nothing to do with it, though, oddly enough. A couple other students are even repulsed by the idea. No, it doesn't count as extra credit, it's paid, kind of like an internship. But why did they fire so many teachers if they need help? It's stupid. Well, I don't know, but it's a pretty good opportunity for us. Uh-huh. I gotta get to class. I stop him with a hand on his shoulder. Me too. Hey, don't you want to make our school better? What the hell? Get off me! Crazy. He shoves past me and I watch him leave. They just aren't interested. And why should they be? I'm asking them to be my underling for minimum wage. It makes sense why other seniors are most annoyed by it. Mr. Fox, was it? A gentle hand rests on my shoulder, causing me to turn my attention to Principal Decker. Oh, she has freckles! Oh, sorry about that, Everything's okay. Please, don't worry. Are you alright? Yes, ma'am. She smiles warmly. Good. I just saw the results of your work yesterday. Your team did well. Our team, huh? Thank you. Do you know what we should work on later today? Oh, I'm sure Mr. Underwood will offer more direction. I'm sorry, that delivery was bad. Oh, I'm sure Mr. Underwood will offer more direction. I am pleasantly surprised by this alternative punishment so far. I'm not sure what to say as her eyes moved over me slowly. Please don't let your work with Mr. Underwood interfere with your studies, okay? I nod. I won't. I better go to class now. That's wise. Have a good day. At first, I wait for Principal Decker to move away. She doesn't. I go to class. It's worrying. Concentrating in class has been difficult since so many students have refused to listen to the pitch. And effectively, there are only a few hours remaining to talk to students about joining the program, probably less given that they also have plans for their free time. I linger in the cafeteria entrance, recognizing that this is key opportunity. I linger in the cafeteria entrance, recognizing that this is a key opportunity. 2 points concern me. 1, I don't know whether we have enough students to form the group. Me, Alice, Evan, Holly, assuming no one changed their mind. We need at least one more to even form the group. Students file past me and form a queue. I move to a wall outlet to charge my phone. 2, I need to achieve majority vote and secure the presidential role, otherwise... Hey you, space cadet. Alice stands in front of me, pulling me from my thoughts. What, space? Well, you're definitely not on our planet right now. Why are you ignoring my text? My phone died. Likely story. Anyway, stop asking everyone to join the group so haphazardly. You're making it more difficult for me to talk to them. That doesn't make sense. I'm just asking... I press my shoulder against the wall. I'm just asking. Besides, I'm not asking everyone, just some. No more than you, probably, given how many people you're also sabotaging for me. I don't buy it. She steps closer. You're way too aggressive about it. It's coming off as desperate and putting people off. Students are already disinclined to listen. It's not my fault. Of course they're skeptical. Hey, wanna be my subordinate over a couple hours a week for a pittance instead of whatever your other plans were? Oh yes, perhaps I should rephrase it exactly like that. Coming from me, there's actually probably a few weirdos into that. Don't fucking call me out! But you're right. Apathy is a plague on our student body. Yeah, so... She lifts her finger to cut me off. Which is why we need to be more measured about how we approach students. Quality over quantity. We only need one more warm body. We do, huh? I thought you said you already had enough voting for you. Well, that didn't pan out exactly. Anyways, we need another. Wish I could call her bluffs more often. What are you telling me to do? I'm not gonna stop asking people. Whoop. Is Alice your waifu? Hold on. Is waifu seriously a banned word? How's waifu checked by mods? Because I run automod to make sure people aren't saying slurs, but some words go through the cracks. Who's best girl? I like Ms. Webb. I like women that are slightly older than me. Not like things like MILF have gotten checked too. I mean, like, MILF can be seen as, like, disrespectful. I understand why MILF is on the list. Waifu's a bit weird. And I'd rather have, like, the, quote, banned words lit. Yeah, I'd rather have, like, the automod do its thing, and I just say, no, that word is fine. rather than having people, like, saying slurs in my chat. I will determine what is and isn't okay, and that's why I have a mod team. What are you telling me to do? I'm not gonna stop asking people. I'm requesting that you adjust your strategy such that it is beneficial for both of us. Focus on a few likely candidates to groom. So you can focus on lying to people to collect more votes. She disengages physically, turning away. Think what you will, but if you ponder it, you'll realize my advice is sound. Alright, before you go, have you seen Evan today? Evan, huh? Tough one. He's like a ghost. No, he's absent. He wasn't in calculus. Why? I was gonna ask him to help recruit people. Good thing he's out then. Later then. Think about what I said. Sure, later. She adds herself to the line of students getting their lunch, and I sit down to review my missed texts. Sure enough, she sent me a few this morning chastising my recruitment approach. I also have one from Roz. Yo, I have weekend math homework. Wanna meet? Yeah, but probably tomorrow. Is that okay? Yep. I hold my head and lean forward towards the table. Alice is right that I need to choose wisely. Okay, then who? I turn my phone in my palm and rub my thumb over the smooth touchscreen. Roz would never go for it, would she? I spot Mr. Underwood walking towards me and straighten my back. He has a full lunch tray in hand and coffee mug in the other. Morning, sir. Clack. He places the tray in front of me and sits. Good morning, Lane. Is this mine? He traces the rim of his drink with his forefingers and stares at me for a few seconds. Yes. I've heard that you have not been taking care of yourself. I want to check on you. Thanks. I'm not all that hungry, though. Regardless, that is yours. How have you been feeling? Yesterday was rough, but today is much better, I think. Do you normally eat in the lunchroom? He smiles. Most often, I make use of my office. I began eating since I'm actually starving. He takes a slow drink and doesn't point out my contradiction, probably out of politeness. Mr. Jean reported that the gym is still untouched. What? I thought Holly cleaned it. I hesitate. We were focused on the broken glass and dried blood, and that took a little longer than we thought. I think we're also learning how to work together efficiently. I quickly add a final note. We'll improve. I see. I resume my meal as he relaxes. His comfort doesn't bode well for any chances of breaking away. I'll make the best of it. Have you talked with the school board about the group? I have. There has been a lot of pushback from those who believe that student programs should be purely academic. You mean it won't be do you mean it won't be an option? He looks into my eyes. It will. The 5-count threshold will be an absolute minimum. However, if you can gather more, my arguments will hold more weight. Honestly, it's been a bit hard. Nothing worth doing is easy. I wonder to myself whether or not that's true. Would you be able to help? I know you're busy. In general, I need to be a passive observer and overseer of it to be a success. Sorry, but why? The point is that capable students are able to act as competent and a competent and self-motivated unit. You recognize that I have limited time. He straightens his back, a small stretch. The more effective you are without my aid, the more likely you will to win additional hours of work. Do you understand? Yes. There's also concern with the risk when formally employing students. I will need to absorb that risk. Paying cash, structured carefully, the upfront time investment for me is high. Did they say about what happened yesterday? I avoid eye contact. Elaborate. The fight, the incident with Alice and Kane? He takes a long drink of his coffee, then smiles. They are not aware of it. Why wouldn't they be? Only a few faculty members know of the incident, and all have agreed to leave it to my discretion. You are being punished for it, and you understand the unacceptable behavior. I see no need to complicate our project to make it a public record. Do you? Quickly, I shake my head. No, thank you, a lot. He stands. Take care of me, and I will take care of you. Be sure to eat and find a good working rhythm with Alice. Yes, sir. Mr. Underwood exits the cafeteria, and I resume eating. A twinge of guilt passes over me, but I realize that I won't be able to contemplate it for long. Holly hops to my table. Finally! Fate wants to pull us apart. What's up with that? What are you talking about? Her sleeve-covered hand smacks the table for emphasis. I have to maneuver around Alice and Scarywood to see you now! Alice doesn't want you to talk to me? Figures. No, well, sort of. Anyway, why are you afraid of Mr. Underwood? He's really serious. I grin. Does the grand goddess take a form of a frightened animal in the presence of her superiors? She snatches my only slice of pizza. Failing to stop her, I swipe the air. My reflexes are slower than usual. I hope you remember the blood pact, boy. Consider it repaid. Can we complete the pact tomorrow? I'm hungry. She licks the pizza from top to bottom, making a show of it. Yo, I'd eat gamer girl spit. My cooties have claimed this morsel, mortal. I facepalm. No. You know what? Taunting me, she wiggles as she takes a bite of the slice. I'm okay with a lick or two from you. You'll just get slobber, boy. Speaking of being dirty, you didn't clean the gym yesterday, did you? What were you doing? She runs away frantically, bumping into a student walking to his seat, which causes him to spill his drink. She apologizes without stopping, and he angrily shouts after her. She has way too much energy for me right now. While adjusting my bandage, I watch the students chatting around me. Right after this afternoon's library visit, I need to choose a single person and convince them. No matter what, I need to do whatever it takes. My still bruised face looks back at me in the mirror. The swelling hasn't gone down much, and I expect it'll be carrying this proof of defeat for... Excuse me. The swelling hasn't grown down much. Fuck! Water time. The swelling hasn't gone down much, and I expect I'll be carrying this proof of, defeat for a few more days. Evan has been out an entire day, hasn't texted me. It's fine, though. For recruitment, I've narrowed it down to 2 decent candidates. I could ask Roz. She may be willing to be a member in name only. She wouldn't have to do anything, and I'd offer to do her homework as much as she likes. And again, that could be pretty burdensome for me. The other option is Nat. She's stubborn, but she's gotta be lonely. She may open up if I push more. Step out of the restroom and stroll into the school library through the empty hall. I'd like to say that I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this without Evan, but I know why. If I'm honest, it's because I'm worried he could be right. The library door hangs in front of me. If I recall, it's normally kept closed and locked, actually. I may be invading Mr. Underwood's privacy, so I steel myself for what I can find. I'm just taking a casual look in the library and skipping class to do it. I look back and wonder if I should just leave. I go in, immediately see Natasha bent over on her hands and knees with her head under a table. Nat? She hits her head on the table as she stands. You! Yes, me? What are you doing? Her relaxed eyes scan me from head to toe. What are you doing? I rub my sore eye. Look, I know turnabout is fair play, but it's rude to answer a question with a question. She's watching me patiently. It's almost unnerving how still she can be. Fine, I came here to look for a book for Mr. Underwood. A lie. Why do you say that? Your body is honest. Are you suspicious again? Her poker face is unwavering. Yeah, that's a Russian. The few Russians I know have the most solid fucking poker faces. And when the jig is up, the most shit-eating grins of any culture I know. I'm not making trouble. I said I wouldn't again, didn't I? I warned you that I will expose you to the teacher if you allow poor decisions twice. Fine, and you? What class are you supposed to be in right now? Gym, and I will attend soon. So we're both being naughty. She steps closer. Does provocative language pleasure you? What's under the table anyway? Nothing now. I took back a personal item. Oh, you dropped something? Lane. What? You need rest. Please stop humoring your suspicions. It's not mine, it's Evan's. You want me to take a look in here? Floor? He thought Mr. Underwood and Principal Decker were arguing in here. Her eyes leave me as she adjusts her hair. So, we will look together, okay? We will both go to class. Or then we will both go to class. Now that I actually get a good look of her figure moving, she kind of has like that Tifa figure. She takes my hand and leads me deeper inside. I do not object. And mutter a reply. That works, we can make it quick. Yes. As we walk between bookshelves, I realize I'm distracted by the physical contact. Her hand grips mine securely. It's not as soft as I expected. Her palms are mildly calloused. Yeah, because she's like bouncing a basketball all the time. So there's like percussion all the time. I don't need you to hold my hand. I'll follow you. I pull away from her, triggering a small ripper. Whew, that was a fucking botch. I pull away from her, triggering a small ripple of disappointment within myself. Ah, okay. You shouldn't do it anyway, yeah? It's not romance. It's like leading a child. I'm wounded, not helpless. What are we looking for? Boy wants that Russian girl hand-holding. Boy does not want that Russian girl hand-holding, or feels mildly embarrassed at Russian girl hand-holding. She smiles. You're missing marbles. Very funny. I feel much better today. What about you? She continues marching through the library, and I follow. I am okay. You're lonely. She locks eyes with me for only an instant. Maybe some homesickness. My boyfriend calls every day, though. Sounds like a healthy relationship. Do you have those? No, not yet. Working on it. She steps onto a stool and holds her face close to a row of books. What are you doing? Do you smell it? I sniff and close my eyes. No? She hops down and resumes her patrol. What do you smell? Nothing. I was wrong. Are you happy yet? No, but I'm working on that too. Hey, bear with me for like 2 minutes. I have to use the bathroom because I've been drinking a lot of water. I'll be right back. I'll just manually do this though. I think the F key is actually... Wait, now. Wait. There we are. I'll be right back. I'm back. Give me a second to put my headphones on, and we'll get back to this. No, but I'm working on that too. I meant with the search. My face shades red. Oh, I think so. Are you happy? I am also working for it. For the room, I am satisfied. We will not find evidence here. Yeah, I'll agree there's nothing to see. Thanks for humoring me. You find me funny? No, I mean like thank you for your help. Without a perceptible response, she leads me to the entrance. Before we leave, please give me your phone number? Nat lifts her phone without hesitation. Was she going to suggest it too? Okay. That was easy. I add her to my contacts. Text me when you feel suspicious. I will help you from getting in trouble. Well, I can't promise to do it every time. She stares me down with her poker face. I'll try. You owe me 3 now. Is it right? Heh. Since you never gave me a straight answer, we'll call it 2. Time for class. I take a seat at the table she was previously underneath. I'm gonna catch up on some missed text first. You go ahead. She frowns. Oh, come on. We'll go soon. We'll call it 3 after. We'll call it 3 after all? The number will mean nothing if it forever grows. What? With an exhale, she moves to the door. I will return if you do not tell me that you leave soon. Wait. Okay. I misread that. I wave her off. That's fine. I'll just be a minute. She leaves, and I review missed messages from Miss Webb. So, how are you doing? Do you need a lift? I'll be around if you do. She's considerate. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know soon. We'll leave you if you're not ready by 6. That's fair. I pull back from the table and move around the room. There are many books here. Dust layers the spines. The shelves are equally dirty, which adds to the feeling that this whole area was abandoned. My tongue presses on the roof of my mouth. There's that metallic taste again. Are you sure you don't just have bad dental hygiene, bud? You might be just gritting your teeth too hard and there might just be blood in your mouth. It's faint, but it's just like before. Can't tell if it's me or this nasty building. Jesus, that knock on the door Natasha left open earlier. She trying to pull me back to class already? I move closer. Turner? Principal Decker sees me and we both flinch in surprise. Oh, Lane! What are you doing? Damn it, what's my excuse? I was checking out a book and cleaning. Sorry. Hold on, please. What? I don't know why I apologize. Sorry. That's alright. We were both a little bit startled. Why are you here? I often patrol the school grounds. Do you have permission to be here right now? I avert my eyes. No ma'am, I just thought. I talked to you about this just this morning, didn't I? She steps closer. Madam, please do not suffocate me with your massive honkers. I am just trying to leave. You should not let your project with Mr. Underwood interfere with your studies. Sorry, Please tell me how the library was unlocked. How did you get in? A key is needed to lock or unlock this door. Shit, if that's true, I'm caught. I'm sorry. Let me help you, alright? Please tell me the truth. Ultimate Bimbo just accidentally closed Twitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you missed too much, though. I stare at my shoes. Her fingertips raise my head, and she looks me in the eyes. Please, you can tell me. I blush and step back. Okay, I saw you and Mr. Underwood in here. Her eyes widen. I was worried and didn't know what to do, so her expression is gravely serious, and it's causing me to fumble my composure. It's just that I wanted to make sure you were okay. There was a lot of tension. She flushes and begins to pace. I'm glad she also needs to think, because I have no idea how to explain the door. It was just unlocked. Like, simple as that. Someone forgot to lock it and the door was open. Keep in mind, as far as Lane knows. Also, like, can I just compliment the way she paced around the room, but if this game does get funded, I would add just, like, a flip to her portrait. If that's feasible. But, like, the compliment is the pacing without any screen tearing. It looked really fluid. Did you hear what we said? I shake my head. No. Does anyone else know? I know better than to complicate this. I shouldn't say the door was unlocked earlier either. No, I want to learn more first. Good, okay. Whew. Listen, Lane, we need to keep this between the two of us. Sure. She steps close again, this time glaring into me. No, I'm really serious. You can't say anything to anyone. Promise me. Swear it. Okay, I didn't even really see anything. What were you fighting about? Grown-up things. No offense, but I'm basically an adult, you know. How do I know you're not being hurt? She steps back, her face showing a complex burst of emotions. I guess I can't expect you to trust me if I don't trust you. This feels like a time to usher content warning, huh? I agree with her, but simply stare at her. My heart races. She's so sincere. Okay, I'll just say it. Her voice lowers. I'm in a relationship with Mr. Underwood. A wave of relief crashes over me. Oh, why is that bad? She blushes fiercely and maintains a whisper. I'm married to another man. You know what? It could be worse. I really didn't know what to say. Like, are we covering up a murder? Is he sexually abusing you? And then it's like, oh, I'm cheating on my husband. And, like, there might be more details as I keep clicking, but, like, whatever. That's, like, the initial frustration of, oh, this isn't post-rape. Cool. At the moment, at least. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. In fact, you can't say anything. This has to be a secret. Do you understand? Her eyes plead with me. I swallow. Yes, I promise I won't tell anyone, Miss Decker. Her chest swells with a heavy breath. Okay. It's really not my business. You still need to tell me more about what you're doing to get in and out of here. Why don't we move to my office and finish this? I can't. Not now. It's not important, and I promise you that I'm not getting up to trouble. What? Why can't we talk now? I have to convince another student to join our group before tomorrow morning. She really doesn't like that answer. Principal Decker glances at her watch. Listen, please, this conversation is not over. You still owe me answers. I promise not to tell anyone either, but will you meet me in my office later? I need to understand for myself what you're doing and why you're doing it. She must feel like she needs control. She really doesn't want to risk me telling anyone about what Evan saw. The balance of power in this conversation levels out. It almost feels like I'm blackmailing her for time. I understand. Can I just go to your office tomorrow after school? Tomorrow? She closes her eyes to gather her composure. Okay, tomorrow after school, and after you and your friends have finished your cleaning work, I'll be in my office. Thank you. I really appreciate it. With a slow start, I move past her. She stops my shoulder with a soft touch. That is a mildly uncomfortable sprite, and speaks like 3 emotions at least. Please, don't even hint it to anyone. Not even Mr. Underwood. I promise. I walk the hell out of there, pacing a hand over my chest as I enter the hall. Fast walking the corridor, I quickly lift my phone. Natasha needs to be assured. Your bones, give them to me. You're correct. Don't go back. Heading to class now. Every time that screen fades to black, I am mildly concerned. It's almost the end of the school day, and I just finished cleaning the fake blood stains from my locker. It was easier than the real deal. Yeah, that's probably because it was Caro syrup and food dye and not blood. Fuck's sake! My phone alerts me to a group message from Mr. Underwood. Recipients are me, Alice, and Holly. Something has come up. The cleaning today is postponed. I ask that you all take a double shift tomorrow instead. Okay. Thank you, sir. I pocket my phone. The timing worries me a little, but I'll address it later. Now that I have time, I need to choose. Rosalind is surely hanging around the school somewhere, and I could probably catch Natasha before she leaves the day in a hurry. Or if I hurry. Chat, guide, the light. I don't usually do this, but this specifically has me interested in what you guys want. Because I like both enough. Cannot see Rosalind being responsible enough to want to do this, but Nat might also be leaving. You know what? It's probably a better case for the person that stays after hours anyways. It's possible to pass or fail either based on prior choices. Duly noted. Gonna take a sip. Well, based on my prior choices, I've talked to Nat more often. Or not Nat, but Rosalind. I should probably talk to Rosalind. She seems more available. Admittedly, Rosalind isn't a strong fit, but maybe I can appeal to her. I open my messenger app. Where are you? I have time to meet. Fickle guy, I'm busy. Also, I have something important to say. Of course you do. I'll let you know in a minute. Ooh. Okay, I thought the game crashed for a split second because I clicked and nothing happened. Not letting you off that easy, Roz. I climb the stairwell to the second floor and make a beeline for the girls' bathroom. I knock. Knock again. The door opens a crack. What? Found you. Seriously, dude? Gonna make a habit of this? You made me waste another. Pry my foot into the opening. You're done then, yeah? Come out, we need to talk. She groans and slams the door on my foot. I hop back as she steps out. Ow! You're so one-track mind. It's not attractive. Ow! Don't care! This one's free, right? What? The homework, man. It's free, or did you forget? No, I didn't forget. Good. Come on. She leads me downstairs to her locker. I watch her back while thinking of ways to... Oh! I can do that? Noted! You can use the scroll wheel to go back or forward. I don't know if that's something that's just in Renpai, or if that's something deliberately programmed, but, like, either way, compliments. Because, like, sometimes I accidentally misclick when I'm not done reading. She leads me downstairs into her locker. I watch her back while thinking of ways to broach the student group. I clasp her algebra textbook as she shoved it into my chest. The paper in the front has the assignment numbers. Due Monday, okay? I look at the front of the book. Wait, you're still taking algebra? I thought we finished that years ago. Her face flushes, and I realize my thoughtlessness. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Fuck you! This doesn't need to be anything more than a transaction, so keep your comments to yourself. No, it's just that... What? I thought I'd be copying my answers onto separate pages for your versions, with a few tweaks. Not doing a complete additional set of homework for a different class. You already took this easy shit, right? She pokes my chest. So you have no trouble with it. Don't start bitching now, we already had a deal. Sure, I can do it, but it doesn't change the fact that it takes more time. I decide not to voice that thought. So now you're going home, huh? No, that's right, you got your punishment cleaning for getting your ass handed to you. Grit my teeth and move her book to my side. No, it's just a rain check on the cleaning tonight. Something important to ask. That wasn't an excuse to flirt with me. It wasn't. I want you to join the student group. Are you for real? Why me, of all people? What's the problem? First off, I'm not even half the time. I'm not even here half the time, dude. She starts walking and I follow. You don't need to change your habits, you just need to show up some, specifically tomorrow morning. What happens then? We vote on the president, and I want you to please vote for me. Man. I'm not into that stuff. It's a hard no. Why? I'll throw my services in for free. I left her textbook for emphasis. Still. Come on. Where are you going anyway? Away from the school. Stop a sec. I take her wrist and she snatches away. Don't touch me! Don't touch me. Okay, just slow down. She sighs. Are you going home? Sadness flickers over her. I can't go home. I rub my neck and resist the urge to ask why. Well, do you want to hang out? No, I don't. If you join my group, I'll help you. You can't help, and I don't want to do it. Quit asking, dude. Is it because of Alice? Partly. Let's kick her out of her own club. Knock her down a peg. Roz chuckles. It's too much hassle, and for what? I don't want to mess with her. It's like starting a war. I step forward. I thought about what you said in Underwood's office. Am I really about to suggest this? I don't think I have a choice. I need this girl in front of me, and she needs something interesting. You were right, and I just had a gut reaction. You broke into his office, went through the items, and... We did that. Yeah, okay, we. What I'm trying to say is there's nothing inherently wrong about us breaking rules. No offense, but I don't really care about your epiphany. What's your point, man? A sharp point. We're going to make a lot of money. Is he bothering you? Kane steps closer. Why is he here? Roz glances from my eyes to Kane's. Hey, no he's not. Thanks. Kane hesitates before walking towards the school entrance. I'll at least listen to your plan. You do have a plan, right? I think I actually do, and it's not going to help me even... And it's going to help me even more than I thought. Yeah, but you can't tell anyone. It only works if we're careful. I follow up quickly before her skepticism sets in. Remember when I said I'd do your homework for free? Because the opportunity is worth way more than $5 or $10 a week. Dude, you're doing it every night if it's free. Fine, but listen, first off, we get paid hourly, minimum wage. Wow, we'll be rich, can't wait. Second, the president will have full control over the group. Mr. Underwood made it clear that he won't be involved. And you trust him? Come on. No, I trust that he can't get involved because they fired so much of the faculty. He's too busy. We don't even have a janitor. Okay, and what does presidential power give you? We'll sign up students without their consent and report their hours worked. We'll make up events or just beef up actual event hours and forge extra hour reports. What the hell? You don't need, formal stuff? Paperwork? You can break into Mr. Underwood's office, right? We can get the social security numbers, addresses, full records of any student we want. Hold on. You're serious? I'm serious. You know that's a crime, right? Actually, it's more than one crime, ain't it? I'm aware we'll effectively be making triple our wages. Nearly quad if we have some hours from actual members who aren't paying attention to reallocate them to us. Roz is shocked. We're not kids anymore. This is gonna be serious. You're gonna get so fucking caught. We're not. Know why? He'll pay in cash and we're an independent group. All we have to do is break into his office and swap out the school's records every couple of months. We'll have ready-made copies that show that Roz and Lane worked all those hours. You honestly think no one's gonna look back at it? Yep, because the totals will match. Why would anyone need to audit the details? That's weak. So what if someone does? No one will be able to prove if we ever did anything wrong. Because we'll take it back to the original records. Or we'll take back all the original records. She considers it quietly. Huh, you're actually right, maybe. It could work, but... How do you know I'm not gonna walk inside right now and tell Mr. Underwood what you're planning? A knot forms in my stomach and I hold my breath. I'm just busting your balls, dude. Fine, okay, I'm in. Oh, thank goodness. Yes! But I've got conditions. 1, you'll do my homework whenever I ask. Yeah, that's a given. 2, you'll take full blame if we're caught. Complete, total blame. And I keep any money you've already given me. That's fine, too. Last one, you have to remove Alice from the group. She can't know. She can't be involved. Promise me and we have a deal. Watching the tree leaves behind her sway in the evening breeze, I consider that. It would not be easy to make Alice do anything, but I'll agree now and figure it out later. I extend my hand. I solemnly swear. Dude, don't be weird. Cautiously, she shakes my hand. Will you please meet me in Mr. Underwood's office tomorrow morning? Roz shrugs. I wasn't really planning on coming tomorrow, but now, sure. Are you good now? Yeah, thanks for hearing me out. Okay, see ya. She walks off and I tap my foot on the pavement. I'm excited, anxious. After a relieved inhale, I start home too. Hit that train, yeah! Yeah, that was evil as fuck, but like also, remember that Underwood told us that I will be recording the correction, when it was still in the cards that I am president. Okay? And hear me out. He said it would be up to me how hours are recorded. The original logs that they can refer to, if they're like, huh, that looks suspicious, Roz would never, would actually accurately reflect bada bing, bada boom. You know? Still haven't heard from Evan, despite it being the day. Time to see this through. Alice and Holly were waiting outside Mr. Underwood's office. Holly pushes off the wall and skips forward. Good morning. Feel better? Hey, did you find another? Her smile continues through a worried expression. Oh, you didn't? Underwood doesn't know how to run a business. No, he doesn't. He lets a child mark all the fucking hours. I'll use the child defense when it's convenient to me. Oh, you didn't? I look behind Holly and Alice. What's the scoop? Penis! There's no scoop. No one wanted to join. I thought you were gonna weave them in an expert story to bend them at your will. She mutters. I was surprised you'd shot yourself in the foot even after our talk. What's she talking about? Shocked, Alice and Holly stare. Morning. How'd you sleep? Holly hops in surprise and Roz tenses. Dude, don't say things or people will misinterpret. Solene's not your latest boy toy. Bathroom's that way. Nope, I'm in here to ruin your day. She's joining us. Why? What nonsense did he tell you? Tell me so I can disabuse you of any foolishness. Calm down, I'm helping her with something. Better put on your other face quick. Mr. Underwood approaches, so we make room for his advance. Good morning. Morning, sir. He unlocks the door with one hand, his other holding a coffee. It's steaming, and the way he's holding it seems painful. He's unfazed. Come in. We file into his office. Mr. Underwood stands below his desk and glances at each of us in turn. I'm sorry if we don't have enough. Is that minimum still necessary? Do you not know? Kane informed me last night that you will have enough. Kane? By looking around, I try to collect answers from the others, but they are equally surprised. Kane stands in the doorway with Evan behind him. If that is everyone, please close the door. We will make this relatively quick. They move into the room and Evan closes the door. I stare at him, but he avoids my eyes. However, Kane acknowledges me directly. Your buddy told me what's up. He vaguely nods at Evan. He said you need another body, so here I am. I see. Thanks for coming through for us. My comment was directed at the air between Kane and Evan. I'm hiding my fury with firmly gritted teeth. I can't believe Evan would go behind my back like that. Do you have a problem, Lane? No, I'm just very surprised. I think it'll be good. My eyes flick to Kane, who smiles. To bury the hatchet. Agreed! Making peace is important, yeah? Kane is weird because I fear him, but he's a hot-headed dude who solves problems with violence. Hey, as long as that violence isn't at me, whatever.
Russell likes to hurt people. For peace.
He's done 2 violences against me, yeah, but what if he doesn't in the future? What the fuck ever? Alice nods slowly while reviewing Kane cautiously. It's not like she can turn him away now that he's already here. I think this is fine, too. If there are any honest reservations, speak now. There are clearly reservations, but no one wants to air them out in here. What if his violence in the future is to protect you? Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I like having a bruiser in my crew. Alright, the board agreed to let you form an organization independent of the school to be contracted on a trial basis. You will work directly from the president of the student union, earning an hourly rate equivalent to the current minimum wage. He rests his coffee on his desk. You will report directly to the president, and the president will report directly to me. The president will be elected by a vote no less regularly than annually. Any questions? Will you clarify what you mean by an independent organization? Yes, the school will not employ students. Rather, we will compensate your organization. He rolls his eyes. In no connection to the school and my independent discretion, I will email you details and provide guidance for your documentation. Please complete my instructions over the weekend, and do not hesitate to reach out with questions. Is the president decided by majority vote? That is how I advise you to handle it. A majority vote for then-current members. I'll vote for Alice. Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but first we will review the specific work the school will contract to you. We will first review the specific work the school will contract to you. Mr. Underwood goes into a spiel about our various expected tasks, including but not limited to staffing the library, cleaning the school, organizing events, providing administrative assistance to faculty, tutoring students, and organizing ourselves. He highlights the importance of clear documentation, communication, and accountability. Lane's plan has to involve forging plans? Yeah?
Look, I'm pretty pissed and I've dug this far down, so I figure in for a penny, in for a pound.
Forging votes? Now? We just convince people to vote for me with money. Look, I ran some scams in high school. But none this illegal, actually. It was mostly like dumbass odd jobs around the school from other students. He mentioned signing students up without them knowing. Yes, and pay them hush money. Whatever. Several times over, to the point we're sick of hearing it. Holly falls asleep, but Alice dutifully kicks her, which causes her to snap awake. Kane leans on his fist, waiting for the debriefing to wrap up. Evan stares at his feet. I can't tell what he's thinking. Rosalind fiddles with the holes in her pants, weaving her fingers into them. Yo, I do that all the time. And I'm listening while gauging everyone's reactions. After about 30 minutes of fielding our questions and detailing the mechanics of the group, Mr. Underwood turns up the last of his coffee. With that out of the way, you should designate the president. Evan coughs. Lane would be the best fit, I think. Thanks, Evan, for what it's worth. I'm still for Alice. And Holly and I are in agreement that I'll be president, right? She smiles at Holly, who tosses me a worried expression and hesitates. I smile at her to reassure her decision. Yes. All eyes fall on Roz, expecting her to answer. She's not paying attention, so I give her a tap on the arm. Actually, can I vote for Kane? The hell? Is this the kind of chaos I've signed up for? Well, I'll vote for me too if I'm in the running. Anyone else? Lane works for me then. Your second choice, huh? And Kane's vote is mine again, correct? Actually, I'll flip my vote to Lane too. What? Why? Seriously? I'm confused, but I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm voting for me too, so it's 4-2 in my favor. Unless someone else wants to change their vote. I think I love Kane. I think he's great. Great, then I'm the president, and so? I recommend establishing a weekly meeting time. Right, I'll think about it and let everyone know on Monday. Thank you all. I will provide more details in the email. Please conduct yourselves accordingly. I can tell his patience is wearing thin. Got it. Thank you, sir. Please also note that while you were excused from first period this morning, all of you should continue attending classes as normal going forward. Got it. Alice leads us into the hall, turns to face us, and points at Kane. What do you think you're doing?
What's it look like, working with you all? Pretty simple.
Fine, be that way. I'm not going to win you points with me. Her attention swaps to Evan. It wasn't Lane, it was you, wasn't it? Huh? What did you do? I want to ask again. I just sent messages to people online to tell them what the group was about. And warned them that your version wasn't accurate? It only served to muddy the waters and turn people off. Don't you understand that you made it harder for everyone? Why? Evan mumbles. What? I step between them. He said he just wanted to be honest. Cut him some slack. It worked out anyway, didn't it? For you, I suppose. I have everyone's number. We'll reconvene as a full group on Monday. Holly, will you come with me? Oh, okay. Later, fellas. Alice marches downstairs and Holly follows closely. Roz starts off, but I stop her. Hey, what did I say about that? Why do you try to vote Kane in? She glances at him. He also looks curious. I don't know, man. Seemed like a good fit. I wasn't really listening. Who cares? Are you going to class? I'm attending class as normal, just like Boss Man said. She doesn't wait for my response before continuing down the stairwell. Catch you later, then. I address Evan. Sounds like there'll be enough work to go around after all, so thanks for pulling through. Evan nods. You can take some hours from me, probably. Holly too, maybe, when you're in workaholic mode. Mine are up for grabs too. Seriously though, what are you even doing here? Kane ignores me while walking away. I eye Evan. So where were you yesterday? I didn't want to get in your way. What am I gonna do with you, Evan? So you stayed home and what? Message people? All day long? Somewhat. I talked to Kane though. Why? I told him about the library and... What the hell? You can't just go spreading rumors. Use some sense. Why ask him to join of all people? Actually, he asked me. He said he wanted to join, but he didn't want to go through you or Alice. Is that so? Just reading off chat. Alice strikes me as incredibly unconventionally entitled. She strikes me as the person who has basically 300 IQ'd her way into getting what she wants. Like, not unearned entitlement, but entitlement. Give me a second to take a sip. My throat is getting a little hoarse. I think I'm nearing some check mark. Don't become a My Little Pony? What do you mean? Oh, motherfucker. I'm getting close. Alright, give me a second to just check something. Okay. Sorry, I got messaged. No, getting close sounds like I'm near the end. And don't worry, I wasn't gonna, like, cut off the stream. I was just gonna take a quick breather. I close the distance between us. Are you telling me the truth? Of course I am. What's wrong? Nothing. Do you need help later today? Cleaning? Nah. Did you tell anyone else about the library? No. Did you go? Yeah. Keep quiet about it. I'll fill you in later. Tomorrow we can get together. Or tomorrow when we can get together. Okay. Class is gonna start soon later. Class is gonna start soon. Later. Evan looks like Noctis with green hair, and I love it. I walk away from Evan and go to class. I should be satisfied. It's an outcome I wanted. But I'm uncomfortable, like a weight is pressing down on my chest. Like my skin doesn't fit. My head hurts, and I'm exhausted. I skipped lunch again, attended today's classes, and showed up for cleaning duty. Alice and Holly took the first floor for the afternoon. It's near the end of the first shift, and I... Fucking told you already. Underwood said I'm supposed to clean too, since I'm coming back early. I stuck with this guy. Kane and I stand outside the bathrooms. No, I'm asking why you want to clean with me. And leave you alone with the girls? Fat chance. Oh, am I dangerous? He shoves a bucket of dirty water into my hand. A soapy wave sloshed the front of my shirt. Which of these you want to start with? I grimace and look at the bathroom doors. Neither. We really shouldn't have to put this off until the end of the week. No shit. I smile weakly at the pun. Kane props the door open and we start replacing supplies and wiping the porcelain. A few minutes pass. I glance at Kane. He's working faster than I am. At least you're not lazy. He returns the glance. You mouthing off again? I'm just saying that it's nice to actually get help for a change. You know, Your buddy stuck his neck out pretty far for your dumbass. Evan? How so? Kane shakes his head and washes his hands. He's loyal, that's all. I move away from one of the stalls a minute later and catch Kane leaning against the wall. So right after a compliment you decide to stop. Finished my half. He flicks his wrist on the side as he was working earlier. Sure enough, he completed everything. Well, don't wait around on my account. We don't have all night. And hurry up. He doesn't budge. I hesitate. Think better of it, and go back to my task. So, Holly's still in her rut, huh? What? You implied she's not helping. I guess. I kinda strong-armed her into joining. I rinsed my hands at the sink. I told her that she can take it easier than us if she wants. That's not helping her. Kane is the kind of dude who washes his hands into a urinal, stare straight into your eyes and say, "What, got an issue with me washing off?" He's like, washing his hands in the urinal. "What, I cleaned the fucking porcelain!" That's not helping her. I don't know, people grieve differently, right? Let's go to the girls' side. We transition to the other restroom and resume our work. I notice the sun is starting to set through the propped entrance. It's getting late. Don't even pretend like you got shit to do. Miss Webb usually waits for me. I'm gonna send her a message to tell her not to wait up. Miss Webb? Oh hell yeah, she's hot. Give me her number. What? No! He snatches my phone from my pocket. Hey! I reach for it, but he keeps me back. I decide not to protest anymore, and what really can I do? After watching him fiddle with my phone for a while, I hold out my hand. I had a friend like him. Like, including the violence? Never that bad, though. We beat the shit out of each other in the parking lot, though. No one won that fight. And then we became weed-smoking buddies. He occasionally, like, drove me home and shit. And, like, gave me free weed. It was great. I miss Devin. Probably still have his number. It's probably a little late for that now, though. It's been 2 years since I graduated. Not even a word. Met his girlfriend when I was working at FedEx, though. She's still nice. My guy taught me how to play guitar, lost contact when he graduated, though. That's fair. After watching him fiddle with my phone for a while, I hold out my hand. Can I please have my phone back? Say pretty please. I refuse and wait. He slaps it in my hand, stinging my palm. Go ahead and let Miss Webb know I'm staying late tonight and that she shouldn't wait. Or I go ahead and let Miss Webb know that I'm staying late tonight and that she shouldn't wait. We both clean up, but after a few minutes I hear him mumble. What? You have Alice's number. Oh, yeah. Did you ask for it? No, she gave it to me because we were competing for the president role. As I heard, he's doing pretty well on his own, running his band with his platonic weed-smoking boyfriend and his boyfriend's girlfriend. That's cool. That's the life. Kane became quieter after that. He finishes before me again and waits. If I don't assert myself, I'm sure he'll keep pushing me around. I kinda need it, you know. Do you have an issue with it? No, I don't give a fuck. Why would I? I stare at him. You think I'm sore about it? Because I gave you that tiny shove? And put me in the hospital. They were incredible, but I forgot their names and all. It wasn't important for me at the time. That's fair. I know you. You, like, up until recently, needed to get shit in order. Like, I don't blame you. Aren't you? Nah, it was fucking mutual. She's insane, impossible to satisfy. Deep issues. A rational voice in my head tells me to just let go with that. Evan would, but I'm not Evan. And it had nothing to do with you? Why would it? I held my hands up, yielding. Dunno, it's just a question. Yeah, from some nobody. Whatever, man. Move, let's go clean somewhere else. He blocks the doorway. Some dirt poor kid desperate for $1. Everyone sees through ya. You're not cool, you're not slick, you sit around on your own little pity potty. Okay, whatever, let's just go. I don't want to fight. Because you'd lose. Yes, Kane, you fucking idiot, of course I'd lose. Move! An idiot, huh? You're such filth, I don't even know why I'm helping you. You done? Need me to call Allison here? Or how about your deadbeat dad? Kane kicks our bucket over, causing the door to close behind him. Nah, why don't we stay a while? My eyes dart around the room. I throw the mop handle against his face while shoving it past him with all my might. He smacks it down, shouting after me before I sprint the hall. My heart pounds. I hear him behind me, running after me. In my haste, I slip down the stairwell and catch myself on the wall. I turn and continue the mad dash through the first floor corridors. Racing around the corner, my hand catches on several locked doors. I keep trying doors, my hands shaking wildly. Finally, I find an open room and spill into it. I crawl behind the counter in the back and breathe slowly, hand over my heart. Slow your breathing. You're fine. Lane? I flinch and look up. It's Principal Decker. Who knew that acting panicked to increase the tension of a scene would legitimately create real anxiety? Oh, that's fun. Give me a second to take a drink of water. I accidentally worked myself up. You know what? That's completely fair. I've also burst into tears while voice acting. Man, I wish that project didn't fall through, because then I would actually have that in the demo reel to be like, hey, I have emotional range. It's Principal Decker. Are you okay? What are you doing? A game. She watches me intently. Me and my buddy are playing a game since we finished cleaning early. I was just about to come see you, though, like I promised. She smiles at me with her familiar warmth. It's okay. Is it just you two left? I nod slowly. Let's go to my office, then. Is that okay? I glance at the entrance to the cafeteria before taking her hand in mine and standing. Sure. Okay. I look her up and down. Something wrong? Why are you in here, anyway? Her calm smile persists. I told you I often patrol my school, remember? Yeah. She takes my wrist and leads me into the hall. Quickly, I look left and right, but there's no sign of Kane. I'm gonna be blunt. The reason I probably, gave myself real anxiety was because I have been in this exact situation. Except I was looking for a place to reposition and get in a better fight. Kane's gonna beat me to death in this game? Yeah, probably. I'm thankful to hide out in her office and close the door behind us. So, how are you and Mr. Underwood doing? Principal Decker's face contorts for an instant. Let's talk about you first. Are you ready to open up to me? She rests on the desk and I sit on her couch. It conforms to me comfortably. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Decker pulls out a wine bottle out of her desk and pours some into a thick, rounded glass. She drinks. Okay, so why the sneaking around? It's gonna sound crazy, but it started right after I fell asleep way too long earlier this week. I stayed late and heard some weird noises. Weird how? I heard loud thuds banging from this door, and the school was locked down pretty tight. Miss Decker pours wine into a glass matching her own and offers it to me. Yo, Miss Decker fucking rules. Miss Decker, I'm not allowed to drink. I'm still under 21. Call me Briar. I thought you said you were an adult? Reluctantly, I take the glass and drink. It tastes sweet. I didn't find anything. Just went home with Miss Webb that night. But I kept hearing things and I think it's probably just disorientation from this bump. Why do I want to fuck the teachers? Look, there's a whole song for it called Hot for Teacher, and it's kind of a bop and a constant emotion. More into Sam than Briar, though. Briar's a hot-ass name, though, I'm not gonna lie, might steal it. For, like, creative reasons. Might use it for an MMO or some shit. But I keep hearing things, and it's probably just disorientation from this bump. I gestured to the stitches hidden under my bandage. The one your friend gave you? I smile. Okay, we're not really friends. I just know him from running track last year. I got the wrong side of his girlfriend, and now I'm losing my mind. Miss Decker knocks our glasses together. High school sure is a pain, isn't it? You can say that again. Thanks a lot, Briar. She giggles. Oh, that makes an old lady happy. Keep going. Why were you in the library to begin with? You're not that old. I was, Are you okay? I nod quickly. Well, okay. Completely honest, I thought you and Mr. Underwood were up to something shady. I guess it was an instinct? You have good instincts. Huh? Since we're having an affair, is the wine good? It's a Merlot. I take another big drink. That is the biggest mistake for someone who's weak! Oh, yeah, it's good. I'm feeling pretty tired. Sorry. Miss Decker rubs my chest with her gentle hands. Whoa. Wine is a soporific. Do you know that word? I look up at her hazily, my face flushed. Sleep-inducing, right? She keeps rubbing me sensually. That's right. Smart boy. You can rest on my couch. Her eyes feel heavy, but my stomach aches. Actually, it's painful, a slow burn. I push her back weakly, but she persists, her hand traveling down my stomach. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that she didn't drug the drink, and it's just the concussion. Because the writer didn't know how her hand moved. Please, will you, She places her fingertips on my lips. Shh. But my skin is tingling, isn't it? Something isn't right. I resist with more force, but she holds my shoulders down with leaned-in pressure. Principal Decker? Briar, I need to go to the restroom. Badly. I'm really sorry. I think it's because of the wine on an empty stomach. I skipped lunch. Her expression flattens. Is that so? You should stay. I insist. My guts feel like they're on fire. Shit! It hurts. Pushed her back hard, my hands sinking into her ample bosom without regard for politeness. I'll be right back! Wait! I jog out the door, empty wine glass still in my hand. Noticing this, I put it on the ground. You should have put it in your locker, dipshit! I then push into the boys' bathroom clumsily. I miss the light switch and run straight in. It hurts. It really hurts. What's going on? I shove my forefingers into my throat and vomit into the sink. The ugly mixture of wine and blood. The smell of copper wafts back at me from the porcelain. But it still hurts like fire, and I grip my chest tightly. I'm sweating. As I lay my head against the mirror and breathe slowly. Collecting my thoughts, I hear shouting outside the bathroom. It sounds like Ms. Decker. I wipe my mouth with my sleeve and exit. My legs are still shaking, and I'm only getting worse with time. Kane is holding Principal Decker back from entering the bathroom. Get out of the way! He's sick and needs help! Kane shoves her back by her shoulders. I think you're the one that needs help! I'll call the police. Do it then! Ms. Decker sees me. Lane, tell him! You're sick! She's right. I think I need to call 911. With shaking hands, I pull out my phone and only fumble it to the ground. No, stop! You just need some rest! Miss Decker scrambles for my phone. What the fuck are you doing, lady? Kane grabs her aggressively, pinning her against the lockers. She resists and his grip tightens. Kane, stop! What the hell? Kane looks back at me quickly. What did you have? Just a glass of wine. Pain deep in my gut causes me to lean against the corkboard. I've had wine. It doesn't do that. What did you put in it? He glares at Miss Decker, whose eyes are welling with tears as she fights against him. You're hurting me. Kane raises his voice and pulls her hair. What the fuck did you do? The little guy was right. I knew you were up to something when you gave Lane this damn schedule. What? Let go of me or I'm calling the cops. Not gonna admit it? Fine. Kane grabs his arm and squeezes. I'll break your fucking hand if you don't admit you spiked that wine. Ow, stop it! Please! Fucking say it! I spiked the wine. Why? Kane doesn't relent as tears begin streaming down her face. Is he going to be okay? Am I going to be okay? I don't know. I'm hyperventilating. Since she doesn't respond, he yanks her head and she yelps. Is he going to fucking die? Say something! She's unable to answer through her sobs. Kane locates his locker and pulls it open. He shoves her fingers inside the gap and slams it closed with no hesitation. A blood-curdling scream so loud it hurts my ears. He slams the metal locker against her broken fingers again and again, warping the bones in her hand and splattering blood down the side of the locker. With raspy breaths, she screams for him to stop. Tell me something, then! She flails in his grasp as he disfigures her hand in a wild fury. He won't die! He didn't eat! Kane looks back at me. What didn't you eat? Before I can respond, Decker lifts a small black rectangle and shoves it against Kane's chest. He releases it instantly and goes rigid. A stun gun. Crumbling to the ground, she overtakes him. Stop! Just stop! My voice is drowned out by Kane's shout. Decker continues applying the current directly into Kane's chest, above his heart. That's enough! Stop! Kane's body convulses weakly to the ground and foam spills from the edge of his mouth. She's not going to stop. She's not listening. I fall forward, tripping over my weak limbs. I can't even stand straight. But I have to do something. I grab that wine glass and run to them, as fast as I can. Falling forward, I break the glass over Miss Decker's head. Glass shards skid along the floor from the force. Instinctively, she drops the stun gun and lifts her torso in a daze. On the ground, Kane clutches his heart with his hand and gasps. He desperately kicks her away. His foot presses into her thigh and she stumbles sideways into the stairs. The edge of her foot misses the first step of the stairwell. Her broken fingers grope the railing, but it yields to her touch. She flips over the edge, her legs fling into the air. Head first, she falls between the flights. An impact against the railing echoes, followed by a dull thud. After that, there's no sound. Nothing. Kane and I look at each other in horror. Carefully, I move to the edge and look down. A pool of blood gushes from Miss Decker's head, a wound obscured by her hair. I can't register this. I want to ask if she's okay, but I just stare. She's not moving. We killed her. That's a good fucking demo. I want more of that immediately. If you guys don't help fund this bullshit, I'm actually gonna be kinda sad. Like, again, live? If you're watching this live, you can see the Kickstarter logo. That leads to the itch.io page that also leads to the, Could've dropped by sooner, but I had to step out. Sorry you came in on the tail end. But, the itch.io page has a Kickstarter link. I recommend that you download this demo so that you can see what I didn't. That's a good-ass ending. That's an amazing cliffhanger. I want this funded. I know it's still a couple thousand from the goal, but I think with 5 days, it can be done. Fucking signal boost this. I need to see this to completion. At least I want to. Jesus Christ, that's really good. Let's see, what's in the CG gallery? Miscellaneous? Huh. We're glad you had fun. Notice the main menu music is now different. It's more sad. It is. Also, I really love the artwork used here. Just like very Escher. So VN Village, how was my acting? that got intense. I also really hope I didn't peak the mic. I probably did. It's a really good track. Top tier. Thank you, thank you. If you need talent in the future, you know where to find me. But yeah, no, please pick the mic a bit, but I definitely think that... No, I don't think that's... I could have yelled without peaking. That's just mic etiquette that I'm bad at. Because I'm out of practice with just standard voice acting. Please, fucking support this. Please. Please. I love it. I need it. I need more. Just in my veins. I'm slightly sad because I don't have any money to donate. But, like, I really hope that this is... do you have some spare money? I'll try to toss a few dollars I don't need at the moment. There we go. We got some donations in. The stream was a success in my book. Fucking free advertising. There we go. Jesus Christ. I need to drink water. The real question is, did she actually drug it? Or was she telling the truth? No, she absolutely had it coming. Worked hard and we'll keep working hard to bring a beautiful and compelling game to its best form. So, actually, VN Village, while you're here, and I'm sorry for shortening your name, but it's easier for me stuttering. If she was telling the truth, there is still the problem of giving alcohol to a minor and, like, forcing it on them. And, like, acting really suspicious to a minor. I now see what the pitch was. Yeah, well, that's what I meant by suspicious. Thinking. I now understand what this means by a more serious Doki Doki Literature Club. This seems a lot less like taking the piss of the visual novel genre and more actually trying to be a legitimate horror VN. Like, there's still some aspects to it that are a bit camp, like, I'm forgetting names because I'm processing information about her. She's, like, pure camp. Horror isn't great without some sort of camp. Get Out was really good. Yeah. like, kick money towards this, I'm gonna leave up the Kickstarter link for the next 5 days. Like, I was just gonna, like, do away with it after the stream, because I was gonna put it in the description. But now I'm convinced that I need to keep this on for the next 5 days, so that people, like, look below and go, Kickstarter? Because, like, this officially has my full support to my whole 35-ish followers. Speaking of which, we're getting really close to affiliate. Like, really fucking close. But what I meant to ask earlier, VN Village, is the Kickstarter a make or break? Or is it just something that will get it out faster? You can tell me this in DMs if it's a business secret that you don't want chat knowing. Get Out had a lot of campiness. Do I remember the TSI? You're right. I actually kind of didn't remember a lot of Get Out. I just remember the really good bits. The Kickstarter will get it out much faster with more content and at a lower final price. That is completely fair. I'm glad that it's still, like, making a lot from what I see. From, like, what I looked at on the page. Like, it looks like it's making good progress. And I really understand why you, like, reached out to me. But that means the game will eventually... yeah, no, advertise it. Pitches, I can... Actually, no. I'll send the link to VN Village's Twitter. In the stream server, which, got, like, say 500 followers. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna boost it. Cause, like, this isn't like Star Citizen or Yandere Simulator, where it's throwing donated money to a thing that doesn't look, or for a thing that doesn't have much to it, or isn't making progress. This, from what little I know of VN Village, like, the user in chat, I'm sorry I forgot your first name, you said it, and it just completely escaped my mind because it was at the beginning of the stream. He seems to really actually want this to come out. And I am 100% for it. Todd, thank you. I knew it was a name that had 2 letters at the end that were repeating. 2 repeating letters at the end. This is a question. So, if this comes out, will saves... Because, like, I assume I can load. Okay, well, not from here. Wait, load the auto? Yeah. Is there a chance for the demo having cross-save with the final version? We've got to work it out more, though. That's completely fair. Damn, pitches with the big follower count. But yeah, I'm definitely, like... I am giving this project a seal of approval. Fucking support this, follow the dev... Like, follow the main account, obviously, but also, like, give the artists your attention, give the musicians your attention. I I am ready to hide a body. It reminds me of that, do you guys remember that, hoaxed evil fishing game? Or, not evil fishing game, evil farming game that wasn't real, but it had the internet up in storm? I would love a VN that's just that, and this seems to actually... This actually seems to get that, that itch going, because now there's a real thing that's like that. I'm gonna be watching this project closely. I might have to make an itch.io for this. But again, hop into our Discord? I gladly will. I can't promise I'll be super active. I'm barely active in my own stream server. The invitation to this community's Discord is also like 100% there if you just want updates on what I'm doing, basically. If you're curious. Like, I would be glad to have you, Todd. You're great. I love you. Oh, after screaming as Kane, my voice fucking hurts. Also, if you're looking for vocal talent and haven't started casting calls, let me know when those are active. The old Discord rule is 100%. You may have 10k people, but only 50 are active. The fucking Silent Hill server I run has like 300 some people, and there's like 10. Casting is a long way off, and we gotta see what our resources can do. That's completely fair. I also knew that you guys didn't have much in the way of resources at the moment. So that's why I didn't be like, well, you gotta pay me for the spot. Like, nah. Like, at most I will accept Twitch donations. Which leads into my outro. If you enjoyed this and stayed along, thank you. I legitimately appreciate the time, especially this stream, that has been spent. But, like, I appreciate the shit out of that. Below, on this video specifically, on this stream specifically, below it, there are links such as my donation link, the community Discord, and the itch.io page for this game, and a bunch of other shit. I'm actually going to be sure that the itch.io is up at the top of the link thing, so that you can download the demo, play it for yourself. I don't know what else I can say. I don't think I have anything else to say from my actual, like, standard outro. So, thank you. Have a good rest of your night.